Hello. Good morning. Congrats on getting first step. Hi June. Hi Ice Cream. Hello Clock. Hi Net with a Gun. Hi Critical. Hello Companion Cube. Stixon and Nimby. And Ruma and Seth. Dreaming with a headache is a bold choice. Okay, I took some medication. The problem is right now is that I have the pill. It's crackling? No! Okay, give me one sec. We back? We haven't had this issue in a while. This used to happen after every stream. Yeah, I have a The pill's like stuck in my throat. So now I have a piece of white bread and I'm trying to I'm trying to push it down. Okay, this should be good enough. Down the hatchet it goes. Take another one. Keep taking them until they all go down. Until one of them goes down. That's called overdosing. Like a trade. Where am I? I am here, but also I am not here. You're done with most of the intervallos? Congratulations! How does it feel to be free? Alright. Here we are. Oh, the chat's a little messed up today, but that's fine. Never mind, it's not fine. This is gonna piss me off. Let's see. Have a good lurk, June. The UI is a little sketchy right now. Hold on, what do you mean by that? Sketchy? Wait, now that I remember, you did post something on Discord. The alerts are a bit scuffed. Sometimes buttons don't work. My redeem sounds funky. I can't really do anything about that. This is on Twitch side. Have fun playing and don't die. Thank you, I will. We'll have to exit the entire game and restart. Let's try it. This patch has got me so hyped they massively improved the tutorial. I recommend checking it out if you want to. I kind of do. Maybe it'll be a good like, what's it called? What's the word? A catch up? No, not right now. Why is it gonna take is it gonna take too long? Oh, because you have to exit the game. I did update it last night and I did launch the game last night. So maybe in that sense I already restarted the game. Anyways. I believe this is where we are on right now. A notable change. Is it Is this worth? Should I skip to the Intervallo? Probably not, right? I should probably play through everything. Confirm. Ma'am, when I Google Limbus Company, why only dudes and no waifus? It's a good solid half-half. It's a good solid 50-50. Don't pull on his banner? Okay. I got you. I like the setting of this. We've never seen this background before. This is new. This looks like the UI for Limbus Company. Whatever's on this screen right here. You guys can't hear music at all. Here we go. Excuse me. It's been a long while since I was able to relax like this. All alone in my room, with no concern in my mind. Oh, the only way to fix the buttons freezing is restarting once they freeze. Well, that sucks. Well, hopefully we don't have to keep restarting the game. The stream. There'll be a hotfix. Maybe it's because a heavy burden has been lifted from my heart. I told the sinners that we should take a day off or so in our respective rooms. After what happened, we deserved a good rest. A big part of that decision was also to relieve Yi-sang of his seasickness, at least for a day. I don't think the sinner's rooms sway with the waves. What do you mean you don't think the sinner's rooms sway with the waves? If the rooms are on the ship, it's going to sway. Dante? We're still a ways away from getting out of the Great Lake. I thought it would be a good idea to have a day like this where we could just sit and relax. Of course, this wasn't like a real vacation or anything. If anything were to happen, this little time off would be over just like that. He jinxed it. This always happens. Like that eardrum-tearing siren of Mephistopheles that always finds the worst times to go off, for example. Oh. The new tutorial is decent. Only decent? Not great? I had a feeling that something like this was going to happen. I'm not even upset at this point. But they are really in the bus? But it's like a bus ship. It's a bus ship. The siren better be worth getting off our bums for.
어차피 방 안에서 할 것도 없지 않았는가? 히스클리프 군도 틀어박혀 있기만 해선 재미없을 터.
Don really wants to get out. I feel like I would be Yi-sang in this situation. I wouldn't even know how I would be going through the whale. I'd be throwing up everywhere. Hello, Apollo.
오늘 하루만 1인분 돌려라. 괜찮지?
X-Ark and Limbus? What do you mean?
열받네.
Bollocks. I'm thinking I'm starting to get a handle on how to manage Heathcliff.
잘 되었군요, 히스클리프. 이번에는 쓸모가 있는 알람이었던 것 같습니다.
Then
네, 거울 던전 쪽에서 문의 변화가 유의미하게 일어난 것 같습니다. 단테, 제안해주신 휴식은
refer to what Clock said earlier? They talked earlier about how the rooms are closer to pocket dimensions. Oh, wait, I guess I missed that, huh? I missed Clock's message and I missed the pocket dimension lore. Yeah, I know. I knew something like this was going to happen anyway.
그렇군요. 그럼 변화가 감지된 곳으로 이동하도록 하겠습니다.
There was something odd about the way Faust and Virgilius was looking at me. But I was too busy to worry about the two of them. I had to somehow convince the sinners, who had their long-awaited proper break taken away from them as soon as it started, to get to work.
또 막혀있던 곳에 새로운 문이 생겼군.
A Merced Clock, the dedicated lore guy for Limbus Company.
이번엔 문이 좀 푸르스름하네요.
Bluish?
원래
Wait,
있던
what do you mean
분들은
by
어디
that?
갔죠? 이런 색은 아니었던 것 같은데.
Is this like... Is this a luxcation? The door did look a bit blue this time. Looks like every new mirror dungeon door will have a different design. Oh, it's the mirror dungeons. Ah! Wait, hold on. This is a teaser for Railway 2 or 3. And disappear from time to time, I guess. I can hear rolling waves from the other side, I think.
단말에서 넘어온 정보에 따르면 이번 뒷문의 변화로 발생한 신규
Wait.
공간을 호수의 거울로 호칭하기로 정한 것 같군요.
They're out of the waters, right? They're on the bus now? As in, they're on the road. Not, I mean, they were always on the bus. Now they're on the road? Ishmael's eyebrows twitched.
저번에 이상 씨 때도 그렇고 무작위로 이런 새로운 공간이 만들어진다고 하기에는
They're still in the water.
굉장히 수감자 친화적인
Okay.
변화네요. 파우스트 씨.
메피스토펠레스의 엔진은 황금가지가 수복될 때마다 감응하도록 설계되어 있습니다. 버스의 뒷문 역시 엔진의 힘을 통해 만들어진 것. 황금가지와 직접적인 연관이 있었던 수감자들의 사건에 영향을 받는 것도 무리는 아니겠죠.
그 말은 앞으로 다른 황금가지를 회수할 때마다 새로운 공간이 만들어지는 건 확정적이라는 뜻이겠네요.
Wait, that's so cool. The fact that the golden boughs are tied to the lore. Or sorry, the golden boughs are the lore. The lore is tied to the dungeons.
확률은 높습니다.
그렇군요. 네, 설명해줘서 고맙네요.
Ishmael's willingness to sharply and boldly question all things suspicious did not change at all. But, or maybe she just didn't like the fact that the word lake was even brought up. After the events of the Great Lake, maybe she was starting to take care not to be as blunt and scathing towards her fellow sinners. Not more than necessary, anyway. Hello, trash can. Welcome in. That's good. I'm relieved.
잠시. 문제가 하나 더 있다.
말씀하시죠.
황금가지는 분명 회수 후 LCCA를 통해 본사로 이송된다고 들었다. 이 자리에 존재하지도 않는 것이 그런 영향을 끼칠 수 있는 건가?
그 질문에 대답하기 위해서는 조금 긴 시간을 필요로 할 것 같네요.
상관없다.
Are we getting a lore dump here? Well, wait, Aldous, how about we try to wrap this up as quickly as we can? We get a TLDR. Oh, he's up. He still looks like crap. We better get to some place that's not constantly swaying. He says really not having a good time out here.
짧지 않은 휴식을 갖는다 하여
Hello,
약을
99
먹지
Bleed.
않았어. 미안하오.
Lore dump incoming.
결론만 듣지.
요약하자면
It's a TLDR.
황금가지는
Here we go.
수복 후 본사에 이송되어 특정 절차를 거쳐 조율을 하게 됩니다. 조율 과정이 마무리되면 메피스토펠레스의
Hello,
엔진과
Lily. Welcome in.
황금가지가 내보내는 파장이 맞물려
Happy Wednesday.
공명을 일으키게 되죠.
See you guys enjoy the stream. All right. Goodbye, night. Thanks for hanging out.
관리자의 머리에 있는 황금가지와도 함께.
That's how it works?
그 과정이 관리자님께 해를 끼치지는 않는 건가?
Are we like the medium that connects the golden bows to to the bus?
네, 뭐 보셔오셨다시피
일단 회수하면 반응하는 건가? 알았다.
저기
Hi, Natsuki.
이제 지루하게 설명 듣는 시간은 끝난 거야?
When should I take a nap? After stream? You can take a nap right now. You've already played through this, right? You know what's gonna happen, right? Close your eyes. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Or do, if you're into that. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate.
빨강.
빨리 강의는 끝내라고.
Night with a gun. Why are you still here? Shouldn't you be gone already? I'm saying if you want Gregor from Limbus Company to bite you. Faust, this dungeon. We have to enter it now, don't we? It felt like I was going back on my promise after telling everyone that we could relax. I didn't like this one bit. She hates me. But I think I already knew what Faust was going to say.
파우스트는 가능한 빠르게
Where is
새로운
Ryoshu?
공간을 탐색할 것을 권장해드리고 싶습니다.
I'm sure she's going to show up soon. Is she talking in third person? Faust suggests that we explore the new zone as soon as we are able. Is this? I don't recall her ever doing that.
데우스에서 육지로 돌아갈 때까지의 시간이 남았고 특별히 해야 할 일도 없는 상황에선 거울 던전에서의 자원 확보와 성장이 적절한 활동이 될 테니.
Ugh.
관리자님, 말씀하신 것을 번복하는 일이 마음에 들지는 않으실 수 있겠지만 저희의 남은 여정을 고려해 보았을 때 이 새로운
Thank you for the
공간에서
follow,
얻을 수 있는
Medicus.
자원과 전투 경험은 게을리하기 어려운 것들이라고 사료됩니다.
She's always done that? I guess I just don't remember. I nodded affirmatively. The sinners each began rumbling and aired their woes, but they still prepared to head into the dungeons once more. She's been like that from the start? God, I guess it's been a while. It's been a long time. Thus we entered the newly formed door. What are we talking about? We're talking about Faust talking in third person. Something I don't remember. And I guess she didn't talk much. She didn't have much of a spotlight in Canto 5. Where is Ryoshu? Why is Ryoshu? When is Ryoshu? What is Ryoshu? Who is Ryoshu? But never how is Ryoshu? Okay, I guess that unlocked Railway 3. Alright, time for the Intervallo 3. What is this? Clear 648 to unlock the hard mode. There's hard modes now. See, all of you guys remember, but I don't. So I'm gonna trust you guys on this. What is this amusement park music? What is going on? Is a headache impairing your cognitive abilities? I don't know. Are we having a live diagnosis? here on stream. He was a doctor here. And let me drink some more hot liquids because my asthma is gonna kill me. Okay. As our voyage in the Great Lake extends, the list of things to keep the sinners entertained grows ever smaller. In a way, it sounds like a serious problem. But
뭐 재미있는
있는 일 따윈 없다.
G, both of them
서른
and
번째
Luffy.
똑같은 말을 하는 것도
No.
지루군. 혹시 말을
Who the
한 뒤에
hell is
곧바로
Clippy?
까먹기라도 하는 거라면
Oh, she's just like me. Repeating the exact same phrase that many times is a talent. She also has terrible memory.
정확히는 28번째. 30번이
Hello, kawaii
채워지면
cuties. Lurk isn't
고도고의
joke. Why wasn't the
손상이
milk getting
있던 건
attention? Because it was
확인하려던
acting too
참이었다.
spoiled for its own good? It probably smells bad too. Spoiled milk smells like ass.
안다고 알아. 얼마나 지루하면 내가 이러겠어.
Is Rodion not the most relatable character in all of Limbus Company?
할 게 없으니까 이러지. 100개의 게임도 이제 질렸다고.
Who the hell is Clippy? Oh, you're talking about the desktop assistant for Microsoft Word? Pregnant Clippy? Was that one of its animations? How come I vaguely remember this? Backgammon.
잘 됐네. 그러면 이 갈매기 밥 주는 거랑 꼬박꼬박 해줘.
Hongloon Ryosher
너희들이
up
다
there
질려서
for
내가 그만 타고
relatability?
있잖아.
I think for me, I relate the most with Gregor. Yeah, this guy's definitely me.
그러게. 어차피 호수를 벗어나면 원래 살던 곳으로 돌려보낼 거면서 왜 그렇게 정을 붙인 거예요?
I'm surprised that the seagull's still with them.
출근하잖아. 눈빛이 좀
You know, most seagulls are assholes.
그냥
I don't know
갈매기의
about keeping one as a
눈빛이네요.
pet. It was abundantly clear that the sinners were starting to slowly expire from sheer boredom. Well, it's not really a problem that has a solution. And I had zero interesting stories to tell, considering that I'm an amnesiac, so... All I could do was sit here and watch the sinners suffer. Putting them through the daily trials of the mirror dungeons wasn't the most exciting activity, either. Speaking of which, Heathcliff appears to be the one least affected by this mess. Is this foreshadowing? Well, not that he was all calm and aloof, that is. I'd say he's anxious. This is very out of character for him. What do you want to say, Heathcliff? Say it.
베르길리우스,
Do they call him Virgilius? A frosty silence descended upon the sinners. And the source of that frost was the inexplicable events that played out before their eyes. Alright, goodbye, clock. Have fun at the gym. Or at least try to have fun at the gym.
히스클리프? 미쳤나요? 드디어?
면담의 부작용인가? 겁대가리 상실증 그런 거야?
A sense of self-preservation loss syndrome. Heathcliff.
좀 다물어봐. 미친 것도 아니고 극대가리 사라진 것도 아니니까.
제법이군, 히스클리프.
Do enough reps for all of us combined? Oh, this guy's gonna die.
이 기행을 지나오면서
We gotta keep clock alive for the
지금
lore
이
drops,
순간만큼
for the
놀라운
lore
일은
explanations.
드물었는데. 말해, 왜 나를 불렀지?
뭐야?
Who is this man?
다음으로 가는 건 T사 맞지?
Is the next canto Heathcliff's? It's Heathcliff's arc. Okay, bye bye clock. It's his turn. That's why he's like
굳이
feeling
대답해야
strange. Oh, the music change.
당신 알잖아. 내가 왜
Disparage.
이러는지.
뭐 조급해하지 않아도 된다. 이놈이나 저놈이나 그걸 잘 못하는 것 같지만 흐름대로라면 네 약속에 늦는 일은 결코 없을 테니.
I want to say that Virgilius talks like a old wise monk, but like he probably is. He's probably closest to an old wise monk compared to like everybody else. I don't know how old this guy really is, but I think he's a vampire, right? He has to be. Pale skin, red eyes. Since I had no context for any of that, all I could do was sit here and watch as Heathcliff scratched the back of his head. I'm still out of the loop, but Heathcliff must be really anxious about something if he's willing to talk to Vigilius first. And after all that...
아니 약속보다 중요한 게
sure, yeah. Heathcliff turns around to face us.
야, 너네들 중에 혹시 뭐 T사랑 관련된 놈 손 좀 들어봐.
Only him? Hi, Azu.
손 들었어. 알다시피 과거에 T사에 잠시 살았던 적은 있소만.
아니 당신은 지나왔잖아.
What does he mean by right, but we already did you, didn't we?
그럼 역시 곧 있으면. 하지만 아직도 이 정신 나간 호수 한가운데고.
Are they breaking the fourth wall? They're like, we've already done your arc. Now it's... They did him arc. What does that even... What does that even mean?
시계 대가리. 지금이 며칠이더라?
How would I know?
뭐? 시계 달고 있는데 왜 날짜를 몰라?
Can Dante read his own head? Like, if he needs a clock, can he just read his own head? But clocks and calendars are completely different things.
아우 히스 한숨만 벌써 30번째야. 버스 바닥 좀 확인해봐. 쟤 때문에 움푹 파였을 것 같으니까.
말해요, 히스클리프. 그쪽에 차례가 온 거죠? 무엇이든
Your turn's coming up.
준비가 필요한 거고요.
I mean, I guess. They're all like, yep, we're just going down the line one by one.
이 정도면 뭐 숨길 것도 없겠네.
The internet universe recognize that certain sinners are being focused more on. But, like, they can't say the same with, like, Rodion, right? Because her arc's not really finished. So, in that case, like, is it really... Everything's canon? Welcome in, Jail Garden. Also, thank you for the follow, Ruby. After some time.
그러니까 요약하자면 아무래도
Expedition
이스마엘
33.
다음은
I was looking at it. I
히스클레프
really
차례인
want
것
to play it.
그 근거가 될 만한 물건을 저번 면담 때 베르길리우스에게 전달받았고
Thanks for the follow, Jail Garden. Virgilius handed him something in their last consultation.
그 물건에 의하면 T사에 갈 때 멋지게 차려입을 옷이나 꾸미는 작업이 필요한데
계속 호수에 떠 있으니까 마음이 초조해져서 대체 어떻게 해야 할지 모르겠다는 거군요.
그래, 그러니까
Have a good lurk, Natsuki.
근데 아니 그건 뭐 육지에 내리거나 해야 해결할 수 있는 일 아닌가?
아유, 뭘 그런 걸 가지고 얼을 타고 있어. 헬스, 육지에만 내리면 그런 건 내가 도와줄 테니까 걱정하지 말라고.
애초에 육지에 언제 내릴 줄 알고.
단테, 수감자들의 예정된 업무 시간에 도달했습니다.
The end of the scheduled work period. Who's doing the payroll? Is it Dante? Huh? Oh yeah. I hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners. I reflexively said my usual routine piece as the light alarm played.
뭐 별일도 아니야.
비가 낭자한 단막극이라도 볼 수 있을 줄 알았건만.
There she is.
뭐 대드는 게 아니었다는 건 다행이네요.
The sinners each got up from their seats, yawned and stretched, and one by one disappeared into the back door.
이게 대가리만 없는 게 아니라 눈치도 없었던 거냐?
Sorry. But Gregor isn't completely wrong, is he?
아리라도 좀.
Virgilius and Karen also walked into the back door, mocking grins on their faces. And I was left alone in the ship's cabin, standing awkwardly next to the severely crestfallen Heathcliff. Wait, there was another. Dawn's so small that they didn't see her. Thank you for the follow, oddly sloppy. I'm just going around spreading love and joy through smaller stream communities. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
너는 왜 여기 남아 있냐? 가서 T사에서만 만날 수 있다는 해결사 나으리들에 대해 떠들러 가야지.
You know what I really like about this? I guess just this Intervallo is that there's a lot of music changes. Maybe it was like this for the previous Intervallos and Cantos as well, but I never noticed as much. Hi, Blobby. Welcome in. Good evening.
그런 거야. 나중에 해도 충분하오. 그보다 히스클리프군 내게 잘 보이는 것이 좋을 거요.
I love Dawn's voice actress.
잠시만. 이야기가 안 끝났어. 관리자 나리와 이리로 조용히 오게나.
Don Quixote wore a confident smile. She slowly, gingerly walked over the presently and temporarily vacant Karen's seat. Oh, don't you dare. And whispered ever so silently to us.
본인에게 기가 막힐 수가 있다네.
She's clearly not the adult here. Very touchy, it's evening for me. I try to keep track. Not that I'm keeping track of everybody in their time zones, but like I see things. A tempting offer. 5.52. Thank you for the follow, Van Rose.
그래서 기가 막힌 수라는 건 뭐냐?
See things with my third and my fourth and my fifth eyes. Need more meds? The more meds I take, the more things I'll see. Isn't the comment supposed to be take less meds? Stop taking more meds? Actually, no. You're right. No, you're absolutely right. I don't think there were words in this world expressive enough to describe that look on Heathcliff's face. It was certain that he had very scant expectations for Don Quixote and her plans, but there was a sliver of hope in his sliver of hope on his face that maybe, just maybe, Don Quixote might rise to the occasion for once. It was unclear whether Heathcliff's internal struggle mattered much to Don Quixote, however. She began excitedly describing her plan.
히스클리프군, 그대는 제 번째 협회 출신인 아주 옛날에 존재했던 전설의 해결사 붉은 주머니를 아시는가?
붉은 뭐
Maybe it's Don
Better
Quixote who
같은
needs
그런
more
거냐?
meds, and not me.
붉은 주머니는 조수인 사슴맨과 함께 도시 곳곳을 누비며 어떠한 가혹함이 있는 곳이더라도 반드시 배달 업무를 해냈다고 전해지래.
The Reindeer Man? The legendary Red Sack? Santa Claus?
특히 크리스마스엔 어떤 대가도 받지 않고 도시의 착한 아이들에게 선물을 나누어 줬다고 하지. 해결사 잡지에서
It's Saint
매년
Nick.
겨울의 표지로 등장하시는 분이건만 어찌 모르는가?
Don Quixote asked, sounding genuinely shocked to learn that Heathcliff did not know of this red sack.
내가 그런 걸 왜 보냐?
어허! 그런 거라니! 관리자 나리, 그대는 들어보았겠지?
I knocked on my ticking clock head. I didn't really feel the need to spell it out for her.
결국 아무도 구독하지 않았단 말인가? 그렇게 부르짖으며 자네들에게 열심히 홍보했건만.
Don Quixote, she would read fanfics on her own time, I feel.
아무튼
She's that type
중요한
of
건
person.
우리 히스클리프군이 누구에게도 꿀리지 않을 빼어나고 멋들어진 단장을 해야 한다는 점 아니겠는가?
이제야 이야기가 본론으로 들어가네. 계속해봐.
She's probably got like 10,000 headcanons in her head for like every
본인은
single
아주
media
잘 알고
out there.
있네. 그 꽃단장을 참고할 최고의 롤 모델이 바로 붉은 주머니와 조수 사슴맨의 복장이란 걸.
아, 느낌 싸한데. 그 석양의 어쩌고들 같이 괴상한 옷을 입은 거 아니냐?
전혀 괴상하지 않네. 그리고
Need to do my
석양의
dailies.
코스프레를 해주지도
Bye,
않았으면서
Azu.
어떻게 그리 말할 수 있는가? 제대로 입어보지도 않고 그런 말을 하면 안 되는
Fixer
거지
still
말이야.
Alterdecker Ardient? What is that?
되게 거들먹거리길래 혹시나 했는데 또 그놈의 해결사 어쩌고 하는 헛소리냐? 하, 지금은 그럴 힘도 없으니까 일단 5대 달아놔라.
Not with the bat, right? When the sliver of hope on Heathcliff's face was beginning to rapidly fade,
지금까지 보아온 해결사들은 어떠했는가?
뭐?
해결사들이 우스꽝스러웠는가? 떠올리시게 오히려 멋지고 정돈된 차림이 아니었는가? 눈과 마음을 열고 단호하게 말해보시게.
K사에서 봤던 그 쫄쫄이는 다시 생각해도 웃긴데?
that spandex bloke from K-Corp? Thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Lily.
아니!
Oh, Lord Oh, that's who he's referring to.
그 소재에 대해 말하자면
It's All Might.
실례했어. 에이? 돌아오시오, 히스클리프군! 네, 아직 말이 안 끝났단 말이오!
아, 오늘따라 왜 이렇게 팔팔한 거야?
물론 지크프리트 씨 같은 스페셜한 분도 있지만 대부분의 해결사는 멋있게 차려입고 무엇보다 고귀하지 않았는가?
Don, stop screaming!
고기?
You're gonna scare
그건
Chat.
잘 모르겠고 그럴싸한 옷을 입고 있는 사람도 있었던 것 같기도.
바로 그거요. 본인을 잘 따라와주기만 한다면 그들의 멋있는 복장을 그대로 채워낼 수 있어.
그런가? 에이, 젠장. 반박하려고 해도 내가 옷이나 꾸미는 거에 대해 뭘 알아야지.
I love the translator who did this. Whoever localized these words.
그런 옷들을 어디서
I can
구하는데?
hear the British.
솔직히 아까 다른 놈들이 말한 대로 육지에 가기 전에 뭘 구하기도 어렵잖아.
Even though he's not speaking in British English right now, I can see it. Shy tall. I hail.
본인이 다 그것까지 생각하여 말하는
What if Limbus Company
것이네.
invited Cromer into the company instead of Don? Is that Don? I don't think Cromer could associate with anybody here. Like, I don't think she can form a proper connection. She'd probably end up killing everyone.
어제 이 버스 안에 경보가 울렸던 것을 기억하는가?
Now that I think about it, there was a siren yesterday. It went off not long before I announced the close of business for the day. But Faust said that the backdoor volatility wasn't anything for us to worry about.
본인은 궁금했네. 도당체 파우스트군은 무엇을 보고 그렇게 판단하는지. 그래서 다들 뒷문으로 들어가려 소란스러울 때
See, this is my headcanon. It's like good old Don, because we know that Heathcliff's story is coming up, and I think that's why he's like not in the best of moods. He's not really himself. And then Dawn comes in and she's like, I can bring it back to normal. Right? By shouting a lot more. Like, what if she's just trying to cheer him up?
조심스럽고도 은밀히 이 몸 홀로 앞으로 나아가 그 화면을 들여다보고 말았지.
This is the first time we see the screen, right? Look at these little guys. Does Karen do anything besides drive the bus? So you took a peep at the screen. Has anyone deciphered this before? On like Reddit or something, or any other forums? I see a lot of snowflakes and snowmen, so I'm guessing we're headed towards the North Pole.
그 복잡한 기호들을 네가 알아먹을 수 있다고?
본인도 알아챌 것이라는 생각을 갖고 들여다본 것은 아니었다만 거기에 있었던 문양은
Oh, so she does like the maintenance for the bus. Eating candy? That's not a job.
바로 붉은 주머니와 사슴맨의 상징. 그리고 멋들어진 옷을
Symbols of the
의미하는
red
문양이
sack and the reindeer
있었던
man.
게지.
그렇게 간단할 리가.
Yeah, no. It can't be that simple. I agreed with Heathcliff. However, Don Quixote remained enthusiastic as ever, as though she was already expecting him to say that.
알고 있는가? 뒷문 안에 있는 무수한 문들에는 문양이 종종 나타난다는 것을.
뭐?
쉬러 갈 때마다, 지나칠 때마다, 생각날 때마다 본인은 그걸 유심히 지켜보았지.
Not with that attitude.
그리고 바로 어제 그 화면에 나타났던 문양과 완전히 같은 것이 있는 문을 복도에서 찾았네.
You could absolutely make it into a job if someone pays you for it. For eating candy. Don Quixote, you didn't.
미안하네, 관리자 나리. 본인에게 잘못이 있다면 이 끓어오르는 모험 기질을 죽이지 못한 것일 테지.
I prostrate before thee.
하지만 그 문을 잠깐 아주 살짝만 열고 내부를 관찰했을 때
Dawn as an announcer? It will feel loud and annoying somehow. I have Ricardo, which isn't much better, I don't think.
본인의 모든 추리와 추측이 맞아 떨어졌다는 말을 듣는다면 정상 참작을 부탁할 수 있지 않겠는가?
대체 이 새끼는 하지 말라는 걸 왜 자꾸 하는 거야?
You absolute muppet. Right, Heathcliff. I just don't understand why some people keep doing things that everyone tells them not to. You pulled Verge and Dante and Ishmael instead? I'm jealous. I really didn't want Ricardo. I remember when Heathcliff ignored all warnings and went into the restricted areas past the area of the corridor that we're allowed to use. We almost lost Heathcliff that day. It was a tad different this time, however. Back then, Heathcliff had no idea what was beyond that door. And this time, we do. Are you suggesting that we call everyone over to explore that place?
아니, 우리 셋으로 족하지 않겠는가?
The Christmas Three
셋이면 딱
Buddies?
적당하다네. 모든 이야기는 항상 셋에서 시작하지.
Wait, what is the Christmas Three Buddies? I'm guessing you're talking about whatever's the three of us, Dante, Dawn, and Heathcliff? You're just as scared of the consultation, aren't you?
무슨 소린지 모르겠군.
The answer to this predicament was right there. Tell them that it's too dangerous and shove them back into their respective rooms to rest up for tomorrow.
관리자 나리, 그 안은 정말 평화로운 것 같아 보였어. 우리는 그저 히스클리프 군이 입으로 몇 벌을 가지고 나오면 그만일 뿐이지 않은가?
Looks like 3 pieces of coal or chicken nuggets? Now I'm confused. Hello, Flower Heart. Hi! Welcome in. My boy's birthday in Tanabata? The sinner's birthdays? Wait, who's your boy? Wait, I'm confused. Maybe she hungered for an adventure. Or maybe she thought she might be able to do that cosplay of the fixer she so admired. But if we can find Heathcliff some nice clothes to put on his heart at ease, then... Search what Tanabata is? The Star Festival. The Chinese Qixi Festival. The deities Orihime and Hikoboshi. Oh, it's the lovers one? Is it? Where Orihime flies down from the moon? Maybe I can do something about this before things get out of control, like it did last time when I let a sinner's anxiety stew and exacerbate? Fine, we're turning around at this first sign of danger.
진심으로 하는 말이냐?
Where separated lovers can meet. I know it as the Chinese Valentine's Day. That's what I call it. Come on, you were willing to do it if it meant that you could pick up some clothes.
뭐 시계 대가리까지 붙으면 괜찮겠지.
Guess which sinner has this as birthday? It's one of the dudes, isn't it? It has to be. I'm going to guess Heathcliff because he's on the screen right now. Thank you for the follow, Alvin. Alvin and Theg.
잘 결정했어. 그럼 오늘 밤 관리자 나리의 방문 앞에서 우리가 문을 똑똑똑똑 하고 두들기면 나리께서는 암으로.
들어가라.
I really hope this won't be a waste of time. We agreed on a precise time before returning to our respective rooms. We're sneaking out like terrible teenagers. That's the announcer's name Lily's talking about. Gnome Triome? Triome? I was wondering what this music was about, but now I get it. It's supposed to be Christmas. I love this. So they're on the bus right now, and then they're gonna go to the North Pole. My boy's a star-crossed lover. It's oddly romantic, like having your birthday land on a romance festival. An unexpected journey. Oh.
오, 외부 일이냐?
Oh, okay. I don't have a Heathcliff I can really use.
드디어 내 차례냐?
And I'm just gonna switch her out for just in case. Okay.
어떤 조직 놈들인지 인정받을까?
You prefer full stop fixer more? Full stop full stop fixer? Full stop Heathcliff? A dark silent night, all are sound asleep. I just went and clicked something random. What if we are— wait, this is the beginning of like a Christmas story. It's a dark silent night, and all are sound asleep.
모두 모였는가?
가서 별거 없기만 해봐.
한치의 거짓도 없다네. 자, 이쪽으로.
We quietly and sneakily followed Don Quixote, taking care not to make a noise. What if we're Santa Claus? And hear the jingle on the rooftops? And the ho 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 down the chimney? Are we really crossing the line?
아이씨, 내가 이거 넘었다가 어떻게 된 줄 모르냐?
본인은 다르네. 그저 이 선 넘어 오른쪽 복도를 조금만 따라가서 바로 앞에 있는 문을 열기만 하면.
So these are the symbols she was talking about. Past the door, through the window, the symbols Don Quixote mentioned shimmered. Symbols that seem to indicate a sack, a wrapped present in what appear to represent fancy clothes. So they're the red sack and the reindeer man symbols?
바로 그렇네.
다른 건 몰라도 네 녀석이 이런 걸 헷갈릴 리는 없겠지.
Huh? Hold on. Before I even had the chance to stop him, Heathcliff barged into the door. And we found ourselves almost getting dragged in by his sheer fervor.
오.
It's Santa's workshop! The music's back. We found ourselves in a rather sizable room. What if we're the elves? This place is decorated with numerous Christmas-themed ornaments. Warm, cozy lighting reflected off the wooden flooring, and a maze of conveyor belts were installed all over the place. This place is a factory?
그러하네.
Oh, she's so excited.
조그만한 꼬맹이 같은 게.
이보게! 이 돈키호테가 왔네!
이 새끼 뭐 하는 거야?
You don't go into Santa's factory and then like announce your presence. The little figures Heathcliff indicated didn't exactly look like children. They all froze for a moment before turning around in our direction. They weren't humans, that's for sure.
아, 가만히 있어 보게. 본인이 다 이야기해둔 것들이 있다네.
What happened to the sneakiest of peaks?
야, 시계 대가리. 뭐가 온다.
Uh-oh, are we fighting? I did not expect this thing. Is that red sack? A small but larger than others around it figure scurried over and stood before us. Santa?
아이고 동키호테 나으리가 오셨음.
Well, he knows their names. Once again, gnome.
이번에도 예상하지 못했던 곳에서 갑자기 뿅 나왔음.
The gnome triome. I understand now. Who's this Don Quixote?
우리에게 멋진 선물을 주실 분일세.
He rubbed his hands for what I assumed to be hands together, looked up at us, and started.
반갑숨. 동키호테 나으리의 친구 되시는 분들인가 보.
Okay, he's kind of cute.
저는
The fact that he ends every
도루가
sentence with
이
"om."
선물 공장에서 선물을
He's a
만드는
gnome.
일을 하는 놈이움.
My good name. Sorry, I had to do that. A gnome. A gnome?
그렇네. 놈일세.
Was that supposed to be obvious? What are gnomes anyway? So they're not humans, right?
그렇소.
Dante, do they look
사람이
human to
아니라
you?
놈이니까
Not sure.
말이야.
그렇다움. 인간은 아닌 것이움. 헤음헤음.
도시엔 인간만 있을 수 있다고
They're not
들었던
human
것 같은데.
ohms. They're not abnormalities or distortions either. They're something else.
도시? 역시나.
뭐 사람인지 아닌지가 중요하겠는가? 중요한 건 어떤 마음으로 어떤 일을 하는가일세.
You tell him, Don.
맞는 말씀.
What matters is the heart. Didn't that Dodoru gnome say something weird about the city just now?
나만 그렇게 느낀 거 아니지?
그보다움.
This Dodoru cut in our conversation.
친구분들께서는 원하시는 선물이 있으신지요? 이를테면 멋진
Presents.
옷이라던가 강력한 무기라던가 맛있는 과자도 있다오.
Cookies.
멋진 옷? 있는 거냐?
관심 가는 게 있으신 거였나 보? 자자자자. 그럼 잠시 이쪽으로.
He squeaks as he walks. Hi, Cookie. Welcome in. The gnome said something about introducing us to the reception hall and led us to a certain room in his scurrying gait. This seems more like the storage space than a reception hall.
여기 따뜻한 벽난로도 있고 탁자도 있고 참으로 따뜻하고 아늑한 공간이로군.
거기에 더해 맛있는
Okay,
다과도
Dodoru doesn't
준비해
look
두었음.
like a squeaky thing, like a squeaky creature. He looks like he's rock solid. So I'm questioning whether he's wearing squeaky shoes or not.
조금만 기다리시면 금방 원하시는 선물을 가져다
Look at the
드리겠습니다.
muscles on this guy. Holy shit. The gnome bowed, opened the door, and scuttled out of the room. A reception hall is usually this barren. I've never been in one before, so I had no idea if this is what was supposed to look like. I had to ask. Especially because it was starting to get pretty obvious, even with my rather limited experience, that there was something off about this whole situation.
요새는 이런 감성도 유행이라는 말을 들은 것 같소.
나도 들은 적 있어. 뭐 공사 하다가 만 것 같은 곳에 대충 물건 몇 개 쌓아두는 게 더 인기가 있다던데.
Is that what this is?
관리자 나리는 마음 놓으시게. 본인이 책임지고 멋진 선물을 받아낼 것이니.
여차하면 들고 나를 수도 있을 거고 슬쩍 보니 번쩍번쩍한 게 고급스러운 물건들을 포장하는 것 같았다고.
Shiny, expensive looking stuff.
도둑질은 안 돼요.
That doesn't sound
벌써
like
헤어
cookies.
쿠폰 데이를 잊었는가?
Heathcliff was foul-mouthed as always, but it was evident from his relaxing expression that his anxiety was starting to ease. Maybe the fact that we're here, about to find what we're looking for, was a comforting thought. Heathcliff, is it that important that you dress well for this occasion? Rather delicate but gently smoldering hearth. Calm, silent air. A perfect atmosphere to bring up uncomfortable subjects for some honest heart-to-heart. Or is someone waiting for you there? Someone who you'd like to dress up for?
뭐 아예 틀린 말은 아니긴 한데.
비밀 이야기인가?
Don Quixote excitedly and loudly dragged her chair up close to Heathcliff.
나는
Secrets are meant to be kept
반드시
secrets.
성공해서 돌아가야만 해. 적어도 예전에 굴러먹던 그 망나니 히스클리프라고 생각할 수는 없도록. 그러니까 고급스럽고 멋진 옷으로 그럴싸하게 보이는 건 내게 엄청 중요한 거라고.
A man of quality. I wonder what his story's about.
누군가 그대를 배 아프게라도 했는가?
Is this about revenge? Like Ishmael?
복수.
Stares at the bat. Heathcliff leaned back in his chair. It creaked as he rocked gently back and forth. There was a look of deep introspection on his face, which was, my memory serves me right, a first.
뭐 복수라면 복수겠네. 근데 지금 후회하게 해주겠다. 그게 더 맞는 것 같아. 나는 거기서 날 무시했던 놈들도 죄다 짓밟아줄 거야. 나를 선택하지 않았던 걸 땅을 치고 후회할 수밖에 없도록.
Is Heathcliff's story like a romance story?
사실은 누구보다도 어울리는 사람이었다는 걸 캐시에게.
Then that would make his birthday be a lot more fitting. It's romance on the surface. Kathy. Heathcliff's eyes tremble a little as he speaks her name. He's mentioned that name before. His eyes trembled then too. Thanks for the head pat, Moogie. This Kathy must be someone pretty important to you.
당연하지. 무진장 중요하지.
So, what happened between the two of you? Between you and Kathy?
정확히 말하면 캐서린이지. 캐시라고도 부르는 거고. 길고 골치 아픈 이야기야.
이 돈키호테의 감히 그 사람이 히스클리프 군의 연인이라고 외치고 있어.
We reached 100k? Third there. But wait, is that what she is to you?
아니야. 그런 것까진 아니야.
He's so quick to deny.
그렇다고 볼 수도 있을.
Maybe a little.
모르지만.
He's stuttering like Sinclair on a bad day. While his disposition is as brusque as always. I could clearly see that he couldn't stop himself from smiling from a mere mention of her name, and that gave me more than enough answers. Every sinner has a reason for joining Limbus Company, so... maybe Heathcliff joined Limbus Company for this Kathy person. Makes me wonder what kind of person she might be, though. Someone that special, that precious to Heathcliff.
왜 그렇게 아련한 말투냐? 징그럽게.
See, I never would have thought that Heathcliff would have, like, a romance-based story, even though, like, maybe it's just on the surface. Because when you first see him, this guy has, like, scars on his forearms, and, like, he's carrying a huge-ass bat with the word revenge painted on it. Now, I do this not out of obligations as the manager, but I'm starting to think that I want to help you out, so that you could be the best man you can be for her.
그렇소! 다 함께! 멋쟁이가 돼!
Oh? Thunk. I heard a door open in that very moment. Anatomy-looking dudes deserve romance too. Where's in the reception hall door? That one was made of wood. What's going on? And wouldn't make the sound that I just heard. Is that blood on the floor? This sound came from over there, away from us, from a dark corner of the room. Someone's been eavesdropping? Then we heard sounds of metal scraping against wood. It was accompanied by a howling blizzard. So, those were sleigh marks, huh? Reindeer Man? The huge sleigh made its way across the wooden floor. On the marks that were already on the floorboards, it was flanked with several gnomes. I really appreciate that talk Dante had with Heathcliff. My boy grew so much. He definitely has a different impression on me now than when I first met him. What is this? These are not presents. These look like dead bodies. But they were all littered with flesh and blood. Uh-oh. This guy looks ridiculous. They're really cute, but it's like, you know, it's like seeing Sanrio characters hold up like bloody weapons. That's the feeling I get from these guys.
도도로, 다음 선물 재료를 갖고 왔음.
Oh, where are the ingredients? Okay.
허리가 다 쑤시오.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
조금만 참으라옴. 그래도 선물 받을 친구들을 생각하면 뿌듯해서 고생은 금방 잊지 않겠음.
마줌.
Oh no, I'm late. You're never late, Stixon. I saw you here. Hero. The gaggle of gnomes were walking our way as they chattered and gossiped, froze in place upon noticing us.
왜 농땡이를 피고 있는 것이옴?
거기서 수다 떨지 말고 좀 도우라옴. 이번엔 양도 많고 몇 마리는 살려서 데려왔다옴.
I think I saw some sacks on the sleigh move. Oh, were those people? No, they were thrashing. Like something was trying to escape. Is that...
야, 모기 잡아라.
Alright. Time to smash some gnomes.
왜 그렇게 심각한 얼굴인 겐가?
A dumb duo, Dawn and
그저
Heathcliff.
열심히 일을. 거기 누가
I wouldn't really put Heathcliff in
살려주세요.
the dumb category.
꺼내줘요.
Dawn maybe a little bit.
기쁘고 신나는 날이옴. 이놈은 싱싱한 놈인 듯 다음. 이럴 수가.
그런데 저것들 인간인가 봄.
도도로 실장이 잡아온 건가요? 어디서 저렇게 멀쩡하게 인간을 데려온 거지요?
자네들 설마
아이고.
Squeak. I could hear a familiar voice coming from the other door in the room as Don Quixote stood there and flabbergasted. They are kind of cute. They are kind of cute.
저것들을 다른 창고로 보내야 했는데 말이오. 너무 신경 쓰지 마시라오. 놈들끼리 하는 재밌는 놀이일 뿐이요. 아무 의미 없어.
Don't worry, guys. Just a prank. That's your excuse?
도도로공,
도도로 듣고 있음.
저 주머니에 들어있는 게 무엇인가?
그냥 선물 재료일 뿐인 것이오.
You can't talk yourself out of this one.
나으리, 요청하셨던 멋진 옷들을 제가 준비해 놓았단 말이오. 지금 바로 입으러.
그 재료라는 게 뭐란 말인가?
도도로 거짓말하기
Oh, don't piss him off. I hate how his mouth opens like this.
너희들 다른 창고로 들이라고 내가 나갈 때 말했음. 우리 공장 장난감 선물을 기다리는 많은 이웃에게 실망만 배송하고 싶은 것인가?
Oh, he's a scary boss. Our gate delivered nothing but disappointment to our neighbors.
미안하오.
공장장님께 기대하시라고 그렇게나 말했는데.
What was I thinking? This is absolutely not worth it.
네가 하는 생각 나도 똑같이 하고 있으니까 그딴 한숨 쉴 거면 어떻게 싸워야 할지 고민이나 한 번 더 하라고. 알았냐?
Yeah, sitting here and feeling sorry for myself won't do anything. It never did. Got it.
모두 도구 꺼내라움. 이것이 바로 산지직송 아니겠음? 그래, 시원하게 덤벼라 이 땅꼬마 괴물들아.
Good thing they brought their weapons, right? Oh, they're so cute! Look at this guy! He's a cherry gnome. There's like jewel coming out of his mouth. Okay. It doesn't look like there's anything else I can do. Unopposed. What do you mean by unopposed?
전부 쳐지게!
I'm sure this will be fine if I just... win rate this.
아직 징수할 내역이 남았으니 죽지는 마시게. 이런 대상 사망, 징수지 불가.
목이 비었잖아. 다음 놈 나와.
What was that Heathcliff window up there? I never seen that before.
전부 쳐지게!
Fresh meat ohms.
흙을 마실 걸?
Ohm.
아직 징수할 내역이 남았으니 죽지는 마시게. 해보겠네. 이런 대상 사망, 징수 진행 불가.
I think my favorite one is the cherry one so far.
흙을 마실 걸?
It looks a little rabid.
나와.
Rabid. What is this one? This is the shadow one? Limbless company. That is, they will be limbless if they die. It will be limbless company. Let's get a moving on. Capture 'em, gnome. Humanomes.
흙을 마실걸?
Don't you guys miss Christmas?
목이 피었잖아.
It feels like it's been so long.
해보겠네.
자, 다음 놈 나와. 목이 피었잖아. 다음 놈 나와. 자.
이런 대상 사망, 징수 진행 불가. 해보겠네.
There's a bit of Beethoven. you can sort of hear in the background music. Instead of Lobotomy Corporation, it was Limbs Corporation, and we give people limbs instead of taking them away. Lobotomy Corporation? So I'm curious, why was it called Lobotomy Corporation? Is it because you end up giving people lobotomy, or no? That's something completely different. Another win rate warrior! Wahoo!
해보겠네.
Just faster this way.
이런 대상 사망, 징수 이런
If I can win with win rate, I will do it. We'll find out when we play. That's gonna take years!
이런 대상 사망, 징수 진행 불가.
이놈들 진짜 죽일 듯이 달려들었다고.
본인의 불찰이요.
The fault lies with me. We've heard that before. Except it came from, Ahab, and instead of me, it was you. The light of confidence has completely faded from Don Quixote's face. So did her enthusiastic voice. No, I should have thought this plan through. The fault lies with you, Don Quixote. Well, if we were to find someone to blame, the biggest fault would lie with me. Manager. Maybe I should have turned around the moment I sensed that something was off.
그보다
With that, Don Quixote marched towards the now abandoned sleigh.
이게 무슨
They're still alive, right? Ooh. Several mutilated bodies tumbled to the ground as soon as Don Quixote undid the knot tying the sack.
진짜 예상은 했지만 직접 보고 싶지 않았는데.
Mutilated! There were a total of 7 or so people in the sack. They were all missing a few limbs. They were barely breathing, and some of them had already perished. I've never seen their style of clothing before. Looks like we're pretty far from where we were. I've seen similarly worn and torn clothing in the back streets, but the clothing they wore was of materials and styles that I've never seen before. The back door must have sent us pretty far. Faust did tell me that each district within the city had different cultures and such, so...
알 바냐? 저것들도 조만간 숨이 끊길 거야. 시계를 돌려줄 수 있는 것도 아니고.
아니, 여기 이 사람은 멀쩡한 것 같네.
Is this the person who is thrashing? Because you can only thrash with arms.
정신 차리게. 그대가 아까 도움을 요청하던 자인가?
He's just a kid. Jack Frost?
당신들은 누구세요?
No, we're bringing him along with us.
다들 고생했다. 부조장한텐 내가 말해둘 테니까 뒤처리 끝나면 뜨끈하게 목욕탕에 가서 몸부터 씻자고.
Not the child? No! We're here to save him! Excuse me, Hermie. Excuse me, monstrous gifts. Oh, now we can. Oh. Oh, okay.
각정
일인가요?
준비를 마.
네, 목적지를 향해.
청소 준비 완료?
Welcome back, clock. Average, current average level 40. That's fine, right? Oh.
자, 해골 바가지랑 거미 대가리
Wait.
부드려 패러 간다.
Oh, never mind.
모드의 45-3 충전. 전투 준비 완료.
They aren't that high level anyway. I'm just guessing that the intervallos are gonna be pretty easy to beat in comparison to the actual cantos. The clothes are all weird looking. What do you mean? The child was dressed in torn and faded clothing. From the way she looked at us, I could tell that she found us rather fascinating. She soon woke up from her momentary shock.
아무튼 구해주셔서 감사합니다.
Intervallos are easy. I take that back. I just remember the chicken one.
저는 크레용이라고 해요.
Crayon?
그리고 이빨 태엽.
Don't eat her. No. Don't do it. The kid pointed at me and backed away in terror.
뭔 뚱딴지 같은 소리야. 저건 시계 대가리라고.
My name's Dante.
시계 대가리? 이빨 태엽은 시계같이 생겼다고 들었는데 하긴 이빨 태엽은 여기보다 저 밑에 있다고 했으니까
Clockwork teeth?
그렇다면 처음 보는 괴물이네요. 괴물 아닐세. 저분은 우리의 자랑스러운 관리자 나리시니까.
Thanks for the intro, I guess.
하지만 째끗거리는 소리밖에 안 들리는데 그건 사정이 있으셔서. 아무튼 몸은
They're the
괜찮은가?
same height.
네. 같이 끌려오신 분들은 아닌 것 같지만.
The child looks at the mutilated corpses with a despondent look on her face. Don Quixote casts a sympathetic gaze.
이들은 모두 같은 마을의 이웃이었다는 것인 건가? 네. 하지만 곧 저희 마을에서 사냥꾼을 보내주실 거예요. 그분들이 오신다면 어떻게든 여기서.
Hunters? I wasn't sure what exactly she was talking about, so I was about to ask her what she meant. But this reception hall storage room suddenly began to fill with gas of an unknown origin.
이건 또 뭐야?
코와 입을 막으시오.
An odd plume of gas, its hue red and green, begins to fill the room. It's like Christmas!
이 용기는 제가 납치될 때랑
The three of them, including Crayon, passed out and slumped to the floor. Good thing Dante doesn't have a nose. Wait, how does he breathe? Yeah, something like this has happened before. We walked right into a room of toxic gas, which killed everyone. Dante still has lungs, right? Looks like this gas only knocked them out, though. That's a relief, at least. The center of the clock, his nose is right there. One nostril. Guess I should have considered myself lucky that my clock head isn't affected by these things. I gotta hide. The squeaky. As soon as I hid myself in a corner, a crowd of gnomes rushed through the same door Dodoru came from. Gas masks. So they use sleeping gas on us.
이건 도도로 실장이었던 것이지 않음?
여기저기 상태 좋은 걸 가져왔다고 자랑을 하고 다니더만 결국 이 꼬라지인 것이오. 한 놈, 두 놈,
It's cute.
세 놈. 수는 맞는 것 같음.
If evil, why cute?
잠가루로 재웠으니 품질은 큰 문제 없을 거다.
자자.
The good
얼른
ohms.
옮기시오.
There's good ohms and there's bad ohms. They picked up Don Quixote, Heathcliff, and Crayon one by one and loaded them onto the sleigh. With that, they left, closing the door behind them. Oh, the goods. And through it all, I couldn't do anything but watch. Even though Dante's a clock, he cannot tell the time. He would need to carry a mirror with him all the time, right? Cause like that was my question. Like, how does he can't read himself without a mirror? Right, looks like this is my time to shine. I'll rescue the three of them. But how? Dante, you're not a fighter. No way. I should have listened when Ishmael offered to teach me self-defense. What do I do? The harsh truth dawns on me every time we face total annihilation. The truth that, on my own, I am completely useless. Oh, the hands don't tell an actual time. So it's not... Right, okay, no, that makes sense. It's a doomsday clock. Forgive me for lurking respectfully. You love your model. It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Pandora's Box. That's a nice name. It's a miracle that I managed to survive this far.
신기하긴 뭐가 신기해요. 정신 차려요.
Ishmael! Where did she come from? Great, now I'm hearing things.
환청이 아니에요, 관리자님. 저희가
Oh,
왔다고요.
it's Sinclair.
갑자기 너네 셋이 사라졌다고 해서 난리도 아니었다고. 오랜만에 심심하진 않았지만.
I pulled it up and looked towards the voice. There, I saw another door. And from it, the rest of the sinners appeared one by one. Yay, we're all together now.
아이고, 덜 신선한 재료는 또 놓고 왔어. 네,
이 소동에 대한 질문은 나중으로 미루죠, 단테. 우선 전투 명령을.
False lies with you, Dante. I will never get over the cherry gnomes.
공간을 뭉갠다.
It's like that, you know, that ugly cute feeling that you get, but like the uglier they are, the cuter they are as well. It's kind of like that. They go hand in hand. Or it's like a good balance of like cute and ugly. Holy shito!
충전 기능 점검. 달성의 점검.
이제
You went home. I don't know why I've never noticed that. There are like character card in the top left. That's not a new thing, right? Don't pierce my face, Om.
출력 최대치.
Ooh. The top left is the announcer, but I just saw Merce out there. The character card says in the announcers.
제압 완료.
Is that what it
승객
is?
보관 준비.
Can't be, cause no, not this one, not this one. I'll let you know when it appears. Yeah, during the it's during the S3. Yeah, I think that's what it is. The skill 3 final coin. Ah. Yeah, the cut-ins.
효율적으로
It's always been there, right? I guess I never noticed because I was like
자, 진정하세요.
half the time I'm too busy concentrating. But now that I'm just win rating, I'm like, oh, now I can see the bigger picture. I'm not tunneled in onto one thing.
대가리 딱 떼고.
쉬시게.
So inner persona, do a full out attack. Become Super Saiyan.
처리했습니다.
I would like to brag. Go ahead, do it. Nothing's happening right now anyway. We're just watching the clashes. It took me 1 turn to beat Dreaming Current. Fuck you two. Wait, how?
다른 사우들의 목까지 해결해
What's the
보는
strat?
모양이다. 보상은 없는가? 잠시 다른 일을 하는 것이어도 좋으니.
I guess I just have skill issue. Alright, what is this? A touching reunion. Is it really touching? I feel like Dante's just gonna get a lot of scolding. Ardor Blossom and Dreaming Current spam. Overpowered MD ego gifts. So, okay, only in the Mirror Dungeon, right? You're not talking about like Canto 5? Okay, oh, it was Canto 5. Oh, okay. Okay, you have the right to brag.
아, 정리 작업 시작합니다.
For me, that fight was the hardest out of like all the fights in Canto 5. It was harder than Kikeg, it was harder than Ahab.
뒷문으로 들어왔어.
And then I just win rated it. which is stupid.
버스 내부에서 관리자를 포함한 3명의 신호가 감지되지 않더군요.
그 즉시 수감자 전원을
The
대동한
bus can
수색이
detect
진행되었어.
presence?
쉬라고 보낸 지 몇 분이나 됐다고. 이러면 곤란해, 단테.
아무리 관리자님이라고 해도 이런 단독
Hi, Mel.
행동은 큰 위험을
As
초래합니다.
Bimbus Bumpany.
주의해 주십시오.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. I'm sorry. So how did you guys find us?
나의 추측이었어. 히스클리프 군은 시종일관 불안한 상태였지. 전후 상황을 고려하면 T사에 도착하기
Clock
전에
is on the
준비해야 할
same
것이 있는 것 같았어.
chapters as I am ish. We're around the same area.
돈키호테 양은 이전 버스 경보가 있던 날 조금 늦게 뒷문으로 돌아왔어.
Wait, on the day which the backdoor volatility siren echoed, Don Q made a relatively delayed return to the back door.
그리고 다음 날 나와
Issa was thinking
파우스티아에게
ahead.
도시에서 흔히 쓰이는 기호에 대한 설명이 묶인 책을
He knows
요구했어.
her. Like he knows her like the back of his hand. Oh my god.
네, 파우스트가 몇 권 대여해 주었습니다.
돈키호테 양은 내내 내 옆에서 그 책을 읽으며 흥분된
I
표정으로
know your
책을
next move.
뒤적거렸어. 나의 컨디션이 좋지 않아 말을 걸지는 못했으나 코스프레, 복장, 주머니 등의 단어를 계속 중얼거렸지.
We're one step too late though because they didn't calculate the moment she was going to enter the door.
이상의 일들을 종합하면 돈키호테 양은 버스의 경보에서
Not one
뭔가
turn, one
자신을
try.
혹하게 하는 기호를 찾았고
Oh, I was reading it as one turn too. One try. Well, wait, how long did? Okay, it took me like 2, I think.
문의 위치는 파우스트가 알고 있었기 때문에
Still, that's a
결과적으로
lot better than
이
me.
공간에 도착할 수 있었습니다.
문까지 가는 동안 복도에 있던 존재들과 전투를 치렀다.
그나마 조무래기들이니까 다행이었지.
그런 상황에서 수감자가 사망하기라도 한다면 영구적인 인원 손실을 발생시킬 수도 있습니다.
An irreversible death of a sinner.
이해하셨나요? 관리자님이 없는 상황에서 일어나는 전투는 저희에게 지극히 위험합니다.
복도 어딘가에서 시체가 되어 영영 되살아나지 못할 수도 있었다.
I can't beat 448 still. Wait, this is spoilers for you then, isn't it? Unknown.
관리자님의 단독 행동이 얼마나 큰 위험인지, 그리고 책임이 얼마나 중한지 숙지해 주시면 좋겠군요. 관리자님은 반드시 살아남아야만 합니다. 아시겠습니까?
I never seen Aldous look at me like that. Her gaze was cold and ruthless.
이번엔 운이 좋았던 것입니다, 단테.
Oh, you read through all of
애초에
it.
그
Okay,
기회의
you're fine.
나열은 그런 식으로 때려 맞추듯 해석할 수 있는 것 또한 아니었고요.
How was the gym? How was the gym clock? Did he do enough reps for everybody here? For everybody in the room? I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
돈 업.
Andy Q.
그렇네요. 돈 키호테
What does that mean?
그 두 명은
Where was your
어디로 간
explanation?
거죠?
Suffering trying to beat Zombeg. I don't remember that fight, it's been so long. Like 9 months. 9 months ago. Doing cardio. On the stair. Okay, the stair climber is great. The treadmill, not so much. I told them exactly how the events transpired.
잘도 살아 있었네.
That's not really a rest day. Like a day of suffering.
관리자 양반. 나까지 덧붙이기엔 충분히 들었을 거라 생각하고 덧붙이지 않겠어.
어이,
Soon he'll look like
여기는
Ricardo.
도시의 어느 구역이지? 이 추위를 봐서는 북부로라도 온 건가?
I don't remember
아니면-
Ricardo's build. When I think of Ricardo, I only see like pink feathers and that's it.
이곳은 도시가 아닙니다.
아니, 그게 무슨 말이야?
단어 그대로 해석하시면 됩니다. 저기 널브러져 있는 노움이라는 지성체들은
You don't lift because you're
외곽에
resting your
사는
muscles,
생명체.
so instead you do cardio.
흔히 외곽의 괴물이라고 불리는 존재입니다.
아우.
I guess that's what you mean by
호수에서 그렇게
resting.
질리도록 싸워놓고 또 괴물이야?
Resting your muscles. They weren't exactly like the whales though. We could communicate with the gnomes. They were just like people, except smaller.
외곽의 다른 지역과 존재들이라니. 상황만 여유로웠다면 마음 놓고 탐구했겠네요. 그런데 이곳은 전반적으로 노움의 키에 맞춰서 설계된 구조물인 듯하군요.
여기가 외곽이라면 왔던 길로 돌아갈 수 있는 거겠죠?
저희가 들어온 문이 닫히지만 않는다면요.
아직은 열려 있는 것 같다.
Chest, arms, back on day 1, and day 2 is lower body, day 3 is cardio, then repeat. Do you get an actual rest day where you don't do anything?
만약에 다치면요?
Roland from Library of
뜻밖의
Ruin,
여정이
I'm guessing?
시작되겠죠.
I haven't played it.
외곽에서 도시까지 직접 돌아가야 할 테니
I'm guessing that's
기나긴 여정이
there's a
되겠죠.
character named Roland in that game. Isn't that a bit
여기서 무슨
dangerous?
소리가 자꾸 나옴? 얼레?
There's more of
걸어다니고 있음. 때마다 도구 챙겨서 튀어라오.
단테, 이쪽 뒤로 오시게.
My build is perfect to destroy Ahab, but I still can't and won't get me through Dombeg. Good luck. I salute you. You can do it. The door slammed open and gnomes began flooding into the room. We prepared ourselves for battle. Couldn't you just punt them? They're so tiny.
방해물을 제거합니다.
I feel like these guys with the open mouths are at a disadvantage because you could literally just shove anything in there.
먹기 좋게
There's no
찾아줬지 않나.
protection.
겉에.
방해물을 제거합니다.
더 먹어치워라.
I'm trying to get back into calisthenics. It's just... Ugh. Not this week.
공간을 뭉갠다.
Next week.
제압 완료. 승객 복원 준비.
쉬시게.
Never make excuses.
처리했습니다.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
Agitated. Turn ya into furniture room.
출력 최대치. 출력 최대치. 처리했습니다.
You know, the red guys are kind of like the cherry gnomes. They're still not as cool though because they're single colored. Whoa, whoa, okay, never mind. This guy's just
이상 승객을
battered and
정리합니다.
bloodied.
자, 이번은 이쪽으로 모으고
모을
It's not
필요는
part of his
없겠-
design.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
You know, they should make a regular comeback with the gnomes. I think it would be a wonderful merch idea.
쉬시게.
If the gnomes come in flavors, the ohms, what do you think they'll taste like? This one would taste like strawberry licorice. I'm basing it off colors. Wait,
공간을 뭉갠다.
wait, those are the cherry gnomes.
제압 완료.
One of them tastes like dark chocolate for
승객 보건
sure.
준비.
Or blueberries.
사람이랑 닮은 부분도 있긴 하지만 역시 사람은 아니네요. 노음이란 희한한 말투를 쓰는 것 빼곤 이 정도로 말이 통하는 괴물.
There were
아니,
too many holy shite ohms,
괴물이라고
so I
말하는
sent them
게
back to where they
맞을까요?
came from.
정의하기 나름입니다. 누군가는 괴물이라고 말할 테고
They're really
누군가는
cute.
다른 종족이라고 하겠죠.
Having gnome plushies. I appreciate your analysis, but we should probably get moving. We still don't know where Heathcliff and Don Quixote are.
역시 오늘도 맞는 말씀만을 하시는군요, 관리자님.
외곽은 평소 우리의 작전을 진행하는 곳보다 위험도가 높다. 관리자의
You got
신변을
Ishmael.
보호하기
I feel like you would only
위해서는 좀더
need her
체계적인
then, right?
계획을.
Like if I had a waifu as the announcer, as my announcer, I would never switch him out. Whoa.
뭐
She just
제일
kicks down the
쉬운
door.
방법은 그 둘을 버리고 가는 거긴 하지만 그게 최선은 아니니까요.
Look at his character development. The easiest path isn't always the right one. Ishmael kicked open the door the gnomes rushed in from.
가요. 관리자님도 지키고 그 둘도 구하면 되잖아요.
정리가 예상보다 일찍 끝났군.
Victory!
보고서는 내가 작성해 둘 테니 다음 정리 전에 휴식을 취하도록.
Got odd. And Ishmael Odd has random crash outs, so I'm giving her a break. Random crash outs? I'm concerned. Girly pop magical girl idol Virgilius? That is not how I would describe him. Find the pair. 5.1, 5.5.6.
기다려라, 거태. 곧 먹이를 먹여.
Malkuth? Malkuth? Are these all Library of Ruina characters?
공격 범위 확인.
I have no idea. LobCorp? A lobotomy corporation character?
이제
I don't know who I want as an announcer. I think Dante's fine.
대가리 딱 떼도.
The same cast. Oh, okay, and it's just Limbus Company that is different.
먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않나. 거태.
공간을 뭉갠다. 제압 완료. 승객 보관 준비.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
단숨에
자,
제압 완료.
진정하세요.
승객 보관
Yeah,
준비. 제압 완료.
448 is the
승객 보관 준비.
내가 알아서 처리.
according to YouTube.
효율적으로.
I'm guessing that's you, no. It's Dombeck's fight.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하도록. 공간을 뭉갠다. 자!
Max level win rate? According to some of you guys,
이제
you've mentioned that you've seen other streamers win rate a lot of the fights, right?
처리했습니다.
I don't remember what I did,
기좋게
but I had a
차려졌지
full team of Tremor.
않나. 거태.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
승객 무력 확인.
I cannot wait to see the greatest character, Audis. And her canto?
처리했습니다. 처리했습니다.
I'm not gonna deny that she is a really great character.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다. 해파.
계획보다 더 일찍 의뢰를 완수했네요.
Find the pair.
저와 파우스트의 뛰어난 능력 덕분이지만
We're still here. I'm gonna have to use module.
나쁘지 않았어요.
I don't have sanity. I don't have. Would you like to recharge? I'm gonna have to use an Encyphalian box.
목적지까지 가기 위하여
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
I am actually. I would be scared to have Audis anywhere near me in real life. I think she's a great character. She scares the crap out of me. Thank you for the follow, Hermie.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
The Odyssey would be peak. Wait, is that what Alice's? Wait, why are you guys saying the Odyssey? Oddy's nuts.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
Like Epic the musical?
모을 필요는 없겠군.
쉬시게.
Thank you for the follow, Angel. That's not Odyssey's arc, right? Odyssey the book? Yeah, Odyssey the book. Odyssey the musical. Odyssey the epic musical.
공격 범위 확인.
아하.
The Limbus family.
승객 무력.
We're just a family of gangsters. That's what we are.
공격 범위 확인.
Oh, there he is. Santa. Santa, I'ma beat your ass. We struck gold on. Local raw material loans. A family that belongs to this island? That sounds like a very functional family. Aren't all families like that? A little bit crazy?
이상 승객을 정리합니다. 자, 이분은 이쪽으로.
Dawn really has a new meaning when you put the
자, 이분은
put
이쪽으로.
the in front of Dawn. The Dawn? Real. Wait, true! But can you imagine Dawn as the Dawn?
계획보다 더 일찍 의뢰를 완수했네요.
I can't.
저와 파우스트의 뛰어난
At least not now. Not this version of Dawn.
나쁘지 않았어요.
For whom the gnomes pack. I
목적지까지
love this
가기
music.
위하여.
It's so joyful and happy.
나와서 보니까 뭔가 여긴
Oh, it's a new background. What's happening here?
공장 가꾸려 선물을 만드는 것인가?
아, 이런 식으로 선물 자체를 만들어내는 공장도 있었나 보군요.
크리스마스 장식도 한가득이네요. 아직 크리스마스 때까지는 시간이 좀 남았는데.
Wait, if we kill Santa, all the kids aren't going to have the presents anymore. Sinclair looked at the ground with a somber expression. I didn't need to ask to know how he was feeling.
괴물끼리 크리스마스 선물이라도 나누는 걸까요?
Imagine Don's story being based on The Godfather. I think that would be hilarious.
그렇게 친절해 보이지는 않았는데 말이지.
도시 어딘가의 날개에서 외곽에 있는 공장에 하청을 맡겼을 가능성도 있다.
I wanted to say no chance, but the city and the wings that we've experienced so far were... Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, there's a non-zero chance of that being the case. I actually think, now that I remember, what I did was I brought Faust with fluid sac because someone in chat suggested that I did as a support unit.
출력 최대치.
Oh, you're just getting slapped across the face.
대가리 딱 떼도.
효율적으로
The most wonderful time of the year.
공격 범위 확인.
Christmas.
아하.
쉬시게.
You know the one thing I regret this year, or last year, was that I never got to go to a Christmas market. But this year I will.
공간을 뭉갠다.
I think there wasn't enough Christmas carols and Christmas music that I was listening to.
승객 보관 준비.
Like Halloween more? Is it because of the dressing up portion of it?
방해물을 제거합니다.
Is it the parties and the drinks? The costuming, the candies, and the vibes. Candy?
자, 진정하세요.
Hey Zip. Wait, but you can also get candy on Christmas. What does the head pat thing do first time on Twitch? It summons a hand, appears out of nowhere, and it pats my head.
이제
I reach out, I stretch out my arm, and I give you a head pat.
모을 필요는 없.
쉬시게. 이제
I like that manifested hand.
제압 완료. 승객 보관 준비.
In attack mode. I bleed from my skull. After spending some time battling gnomes and trashing the gift factory, we soon realized that the gifts the conveyor belt were moving weren't your average gifts.
저건
Think of the
발인가?
kids!
발이 그려져 있는 표지판은 왜 저기에 붙어 있는 거야?
Drawing of a foot?
이쪽은 눈알이 그려져 있어.
이 선물들의 성분은 통상적인 그 물체를 구성하는 재료들이 아닌 것으로 추측됩니다. 형태는 곰인형, 크레파스, 장난감 기차 따위지만 단백질과 인의 함유율이 유독 높습니다.
Can't you see through the boxes? A high concentration of protein and phosphorus.
꼬마 전구나 장식 소품들은
Can't you
그렇지
just
않은
say
걸 보아
why the chemicals specifically?
도시의 쓰레기들을 주워 걸어둔 것 같네요.
Good luck, Angel. Good luck.
뻔하지. 사선.
사람으로 만든 선물.
뭐든지 사람을 갖고 해결하는 건 외곽이나 도시나 똑같네.
중요한 건 누구를 위한 선물인가겠지.
누가 이런 걸 받고
Not
싶어
the children,
하겠어요.
right?
모르지. 부자 놈들은 은근히 이런 변태 같은 취향을 가진 놈들이 있기 마련이거든.
If I don't come back on stream, probably just crashing out. I got you. I understand.
말이죠.
I've been there.
사람으로 선물을 만드는 거라면 히스클리프 씨와
Best of luck.
돈키호테 씨도 선물이 되는 건가요?
I do recall them saying something about locally produced materials.
한시가 급하겠구려.
선물이 미리 되지 않았다는 가정에서 그들이 있을 확률이 제일 높은 곳을 알 수 있다.
After a long silence, Mercel spoke up. He pointed in a direction.
저곳에 선물 제작소라는 간판이 붙어 있다.
아무래도 다른 사우들의 몫까지 해결해버린 모양이구려. 보상은 없는가? 잠시
For
다른
whom?
일을
The
하는
gnomes
것이어도
pack.
좋으니.
We still haven't found them yet. Where did they go?
정리 작업 시작합니다.
We're just gonna let our friends get cut up into pieces? No way. Manager gnome. He's not the boss? If he's not the boss, he's just the manager, then who's the boss?
방해물을 제거합니다.
Mrs. Claus? For whom the bells toll. Christmas reference.
자, 진정하세요.
The 41st try? Oh no.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 점령.
Any idea or egos? House with food sack. She's been my go-to. And I think I did use her. In Canto 4.
공격 범위 확인. 출력 최대치.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
I don't know what it is, but like, these fights are oddly satisfying. Maybe it's the music? Maybe the fact that this entire Intervallo is like a little bit gruesome, but it has a hint of cute. Another one. There's multiple managers?
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 점령.
How many Santas are there?
제압 완료. 승객 복원 준비.
You think there's a Mrs. Claus? I think so. There has to be. Right? How does Santa can't just function alone, right? He needs a partner.
자, 이분은 이쪽으로 모으고.
And if Santa is not unique to just one individual, like there's multiple Santas, there has to be a Mrs. Claus.
정리가 예상보다 일찍 끝났군. 보고서는 내가 작성해 둘 테니 다음 정리 전에 휴식을 취하도록.
This might be the last one. This is the last of my sanity. Gift of hatred, given shape.
기다려라, 겉에. 곧 먹이를 먹여주지.
I think I'm hearing some odd noise from in there.
비소인가. 꽤 고역의 의미군. 즐거운 일이 벌어지고 있다는 뜻이다.
And a good indicator of wonderful happenings. Not sure.
비명 소리가 들리는데
Not sure about that one, Ryoshu.
무슨 일이냐고요?
Mrs. Claus went on a union strike with Rudolph. We haven't seen Reindeer Man either. What if he's the boss? What if it's Reindeer Man? What if Mrs. Claus doesn't exist?
익숙한 높낮이다. 이 정도의 데시벨은
I recognize that decibel. It belongs to Don Quixote.
잠깐. 아직 전투 구역의 위험 정도가 파악되지 않았다. 저 안은 폐쇄적인 공간인 것 같으니.
그대 히스클리프 군이 있었다면 이런 소리를 할 것 같소.
뭐지?
I think I know. How bloody frustrating. But whinging? Pick up your tools and get cracking.
제법 웃기네요.
She's a woman of action. Ishmael soon blasted the door open with a powerful kick. Meanwhile,
여긴 대체 뭐야? 나 왜 묶여 있는 건데?
that poor guy.
미안하네. 우린 아무래도 망한 것 같네. 필시, 우리는 저기 저 프레스 기계 속에서 장난감이 되어버릴 운명인 것이오.
The hydraulic press? Oh no.
본인은 저 오뚜기 인형이 되어버리는 것 같네.
Do you think Mirasol could play music perfectly after hearing them once? I think so. He probably has perfect pitch.
야, 이상한 소리 그만하고 이것 좀 어떻게 풀어봐.
He probably has photographic memory too.
히스클리프군, 정말 미안하네. 본인이 비록 붉은 주머니 코스프레 복장을 얻고 싶었던 마음이
A red sack cosplay.
자네의 멋진 옷을 구해주려고
I knew
했던
she was
것
cultured.
또한 내
She's a cosplayer.
진심이었네.
이 새끼 내가 그럴 줄 알았어. 너 이따가
그래도 자네는 멋진 회중시계라는 것이 되려는 모양이네.
아, 여기까지 와서 또 시계야.
저는 색연필이 되나봐요. 색도 24가지나 있네요.
They're gonna turn me to a box of colored pencils. No! Is that why they named her crayon?
살아있는 재료는 오랜만에 보는 것 같음.
근데 조금 귀가 아픈 것 같음. 귀에서 피 나는지 봐줄 수 있음?
저렇게 악을 쓰는 인간들로 만들어진 선물이어야 받는 놈들이 좋아 죽지 않겠음?
The people here are named after the things that they will become later on.
자, 그럼 손질을 시작해 볼까?
히스클리프 씨, 동키호테 씨.
Transfer on Eater Orc?
아직
That was
선물이
10
되지
months ago.
않으셨네요.
꽤 코지한 분위기군.
모두들
We too, as a community, can go through character development.
어떡해?
Thank you for the stretch and hydrate. Yeah, it's almost a year. 2 more months? 2 more months and it's a year. Holy crap. We're here for you, Heathcliff. It's us.
젠장이 이렇게 반가울 줄이야.
Looks like we got here in the nick of time. Heathcliff was about to be shoved into a gift-making hydraulic machine press.
자, 내 밧줄을 끊었소. 이리 내려오시게.
내가 말이지. 이런 말은 잘 안 하는 성격인데 시계가 되지 않게 해줘서
이 머저리들, 관리자님 하나 지키지 못하고 포로나 된 꼴이라니.
됐다. 취소할란다.
자, 빨리 정신 차려요. 관리자님,
You know what? I was actually tempted to read the Divine Comedy because it wasn't because of Limbus Company, but I remember someone like talking about it online, and I was like, wait, hold on. That's Dante and Virgilius. That's Devil May Cry. I listened to an analysis of like 10 minutes and I'm like, okay, maybe I should read it.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
처리했습니다.
자, 진정하세요.
먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않나.
Dante's Inferno was good, but a lot of lore. It's gonna take me some time, right? After I finish my backlog of things that I need to do. Commissions, watching JoJo. Working on personal projects. What else is there? There's a lot of good anime this season. The Apothecary Diaries. To Be Hero X.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정렬.
To Your Eternity. The thing is, I don't want to watch it because I need to be in a very good mental state in order to watch it, and I know I'm gonna bawl. I'm gonna be in tears. I'm gonna have to get a fresh batch of tissue paper and tissue boxes. So, like, that's the reason why I haven't watched To Your Eternity. It's the whole name itself is just, it sounds like a tragedy. Not ready to cry just yet. Would you say that To Your Eternity is one of those animes that you have to, that it's better off binging, or is it, or should I watch it episodically? Is it gonna
이상 승객을
take a toll on me,
정리합니다.
like a mental toll? Otaku love is hard for an otaku. I read that one. That one was good.
자, 진정하세요.
Watch the first episode, read the manga, and come back to the rest of the episodes. Oof, okay. Is it because they cut out a lot of stuff? I'm guessing that's why. Thing with a lot of anime adaptations is that a lot of things do get cut off.
쉬시게.
It comes back to the usual shonen stuff, starting from the second major arc. Still enjoyable though. Wait, it's shonen?
방해물을 제거하는
There's like action in it?
자, 이분은 이쪽으로 모으고.
When I
그다지
read the
않고.
title of an anime, I just think of like
공간을 뭉갠다.
Violet Evergarden,
제압 완료. 승객 보관 준비.
where there's not a lot of fighting and not a lot of action until redacted. After we defeated the horde of gnomes, Don Quixote and Heathcliff fell to their knees before everyone. I need more manga anime with adult protagonists. No, I get that. I feel like every single anime and manga out there is like, has a cast of high schoolers. I also knelt down, feeling like I should be down there with them, but Aldous tightly pulled me to their side. Oh, it's empty now.
준비되었어.
The ray of light in the background. This reminds me of Canto 5.
내 놈들. 도대체 어떻게 해야 그딴 정신머리가 생겨날 수 있는 거지? 관리자님께서 너희로 인해 얼마나 많은 걱정을 했고 위험을 감수했는지 알기는 하나.
사실은 시계 대가리도 그렇게 하자고.
Don't say anymore, Heathcliff.
시끄럽다. 관리자님의 이름을 그런 식으로 부르지 마라. 버릇없는 것.
Okay.
잘못했어.
어릴 적 어머니에게 혼날 때와 흡사한 광경이군.
He's feeling nostalgic at a time like this. Alice did not seem to slow down at all with her stern scoldings. And the pair felt completely silent, their heads hung low. Dante, say something! I decided to wander away from the scene. The guilty conscience was too much for me to bear. Right, is Crayon doing okay?
네. 과도한 정신적 충격으로 잠시 기절했을 뿐이었습니다.
어쩌다 이런 곳에 끌려온 것이오.
사람인 거죠? 여기는 정말 외곽인 거고.
Crayon initially appeared somewhat taken aback from the deluge's questions. She soon began to open up.
역시 여러분은 도시의 사람들이시군요. 저는 외곽 북쪽에 있는 마을
Cloud Town.
구름 마을 사람이에요.
왜 거기는 저런 노움 같은 괴물들이 많은 건가? 사람 말도 막 하고?
네. 노움만 있는 건 아니고 여러 괴물이 있어요. 제가 본 것도 있지만 마을 어른들이 이야기해준 것만 해도 엄청 많아요. 저희 마을은 그런 괴물들을 피해 만들어진 곳 중 하나예요. 오늘도 평소 같다면 모두와 같이 마을에서 식사를 준비하고 있을 시간이었는데.
Cloud Town District?
갑자기 저들이 들이닥친 거군.
맞아요. 하필 사냥꾼들이 나가 있어서. 원래 괴물들이 올 시기가 아닌데 그래서 안전하다고 생각한 건데 갑자기 썰매를 타고 들이닥쳐서는. 싸워보려 했지만 대부분 상대가 되지 않으셨고 많은 분이 돌아가셨어요.
So here's the question. Where do the presents go to after they finish, after they're done being assembled?
너무 무서워서 기절하고 말았는데 죽은 줄 알았는지 같이 주머니에 넣어지게 되었죠.
이런 말하기 힘든 얘기까지 들어버렸네. 미안하군.
아니에요. 저도 질문해도 되나요?
무엇이든.
도시에는 48가지 크레용 색깔이 있다는 게 정말인가요?
Crayon boxes in the city?
그중에 금색이랑 은색도 있다는 거.
There's lore behind the reason why this girl is named Crayon.
아마도.
Same, Gregor. I wouldn't know how to respond.
그리고 도시에는 사람들만 살고 있는 거죠? 이런 저희를 죽이려 드는 괴물 없이요.
Welcome to Cloud Town.
그거 참 복잡한 질문이네. 높은 곳에 올라가서 가끔 바라봤거든요. 도시는 엄청 예쁜 불빛이 가득하구나.
People in the outskirts tend to name themselves
제가 가진
after their
색만으로는
favorite
칠할
thing.
수도 없이 엄청 반짝반짝하게요.
So they would name themselves after they're born? Once they're able to talk? So colorful, I don't have enough colors in my color box. Crayon box to draw them all.
부러웠어요. 다들 괴물에게
Thank you for the 10 months, Danish. Woohoo!
이웃들과
Yippee!
행복하게 살 수 있을 테니까.
정말 도시에 와본 적이 없구나.
네?
거기서 거기. 여기나 저기나 죽음은 늘 가깝지.
와, 멋있어. 한 번 더 해주세요.
Huh? That was cool?
그리고 다른 사람은 근처에서 못 보셨나요?
여기서 사람을 본 적은 없는 것 같은데요.
그럴 리가. 분명 구하러 와주셨을 텐데.
She's talking about the hunters, right? That she mentioned before that were gonna come and save her.
어떤 분이신가요?
저희 구름 마을에 제일 가는 사냥꾼.
The best hunter of
그분이
Cloud Town.
계셨다면 이번 습격도.
그 말로 유추해보자면 호수의 고래잡이들처럼 외곽에도
Poor
괴물을
folks would
전문적으로
often name
잡는
things
사냥꾼이
after your
있나 보.
simple everyday objects. It's PM lore.
그런데 잠깐만. 사람들을 잡았다가 이런 선물을 만든다고 했잖아. 이 선물은 누구를 주려고 만드는 건데?
Right, that was the question I had. Who are these gifts for? Oh my god. Is this the real Santa? That was the fake Santa? This is not Mrs. Claus.
그야 당연히 가엾고 착하며 울지 않는 우리의 이웃들이지요.
관리자님, 뒤쪽으로.
I don't remember Santa looking like that. Put some clothes on. What the hell? Grandpa's half naked. I don't know when it happened, but a large shadow was looming over us.
아, 깜짝이야. 저건 또 뭐야?
난 이웃에게 선물을 나누는 산타타입니다.
Santa. Santa, the bringer of gifts to our neighbors. One too many glasses of milk and cookies. The guffawing giant, garbed in red, carried a massive gift sack on his shoulder. It was definitely not a human.
그래, 저놈이야.
No, he's a
저놈이 여기
gnome.
대가리를 했어.
Like a gnome.
저 옷이래. 저 붉은 옷이 우리가 찾아 헤매자.
The crimson garb? He's barely wearing anything! What garb are you spouting about, Dawn? The pair immediately jumped up from their knees and began shouting in unison. Like a bunch of kids.
저게 붉은 주머니라는 해결사의 옷이라고? 야, 그러면
설마 사슴맨 맞아?
The reindeer man? Where?
닥쳐라. 또 쓰잘데기 없는 소리를.
Jinzo, how's the gacha? I'd say Limbus Company is barely gacha, but the story's good. After silencing the pair with a short, stern command, Aldous approached me and spoke in a low voice.
관리자님, 우선 지성체로 보여 대화를 해보긴 하겠지만
Santa's dead?
수가 틀어지면
Don't say that!
여지없이
Christmas
전투에 돌입할
Christmas
수
can't
있게
be
준비하는
over.
것이 좋을 것 같습니다.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
이웃이라면 누구를 말하는 거죠? 도시에 있는 날개나 고객들?
도시에 어디 우리가 들어갈 수나 있나요?
저 덩어리도 노움인 거야? 노움들이 말하는 걸 들었네만 이곳의 대장은 노움이 아니라 수염 거인이라 부른다고 했어.
The beard giant. So he's not a
또
gnome.
뭐야? 하, 진짜 별게 다 있구만.
The gnomes are smaller and cuter, right?
단테, 저건 환상체는 아닌 거야?
Holy Night! Oh no. No, that's an abnormality or a distortion. I'd say it's closer to the whales.
당신들도 선물을 받고 싶은 건가요? 이 외곽에 사는 우리 이웃들은 그날 손꼽아 기다린답니다. 인간으로 만들어진 선물을 받고 기쁨과 위안을 느낄 수 있는 유일한 날이니까요.
So wish so dearly for that very day. Christmas!
인간으로 장난감을 만들어서 인간에게 징후를 가진 자들에게 선물하는 것인가? 순수한 선의만으로.
인간들에게 끌어내려지고 쫓겨난 모든 것들이 몸을 맞대어 부둥켜 사는 이곳에서
Biker gang vibes. A little bit. He just needs to put a shirt on. And then he'll stop giving those biker gang vibes.
무한한 징후를 담아 언제나
I think it's the fur necklace too that he's got to get rid of.
포장하고 있답니다. 허허허.
협상 결렬이라는 말을 길게도 하는군.
차라리 누군가에게 기쁨이 될 수 있는 선물이 되는 편이 어떠십니까?
Holy shit, it's Santa.
정리가 예상보다 일찍 끝났군. 보고서는 내가 작성해 둘 테니 다음 정리 전에 휴식을 취하도록.
How wait, what is the last I want to keep going. The gift giving giant. But I don't have sanity. Maybe it's time to end this here. How long has it been? 2 hours and 30 seconds. Sorry, 30 minutes. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Is that the Santa that you guys remember from your childhood? There he is. In the background. Or turn 26 lunacy into more anchophaline. You know what? Doesn't hurt. $26 is nothing. That is the Santa you remember? He's pretty similar.
전투 준비 완료.
충전 기능 점검.
Oh, the music suddenly got dark. This is not Christmas music. This is the nightmare before Christmas. Oh, never mind. It's back. The major keys.
더 먹어치워라.
Protection fee money for Biker Santa.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
I would hate to get on his bad side.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에
Here comes Smash Gnome.
효율적으로.
We're having dead gnomes for Christmas. No macarons. Gnome cake.
충전 기능 점검. 단숨에 정리하고.
This is a decent charge team. Like a charge rupture team. Yeah. I just so happen to. I think the only person. Yeah, the only sinner here that doesn't have like charge rupture is Ryoshu.
공격 범위 확인.
I think it all happened within a week or so. It was during a time, I forgot what event it was, that they gave us a lot of lunacy. Red Eyes Penitence Ryosha has unique charge, but no rupture. Yeah, she's slightly different. As a variant of charge.
공간을 뭉갠다.
Let's see.
이 눈들을 너무 오래 보고 있지 마라.
It's right out. Oh, it's penitence? That's the charge? Oh, unique charge. Fixed potency. Oh, you're right. What's Red Eyes? I never read her skills. Base skill coin effects inflicts +1 more bleed. Wait, this is also unique charge. She has 2? I'm like, this is a lot of words. I'll read this later. Right now, the only thing I need to click is win rate.
그다지 유쾌하지
Any charge she gains from allies granting her charge, it turns into her unique. Oh. Wait, don't they just grant themselves charge?
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
A 0 status effect team. My first team actually was full tremor.
공간을 뭉갠다. 제압 완료.
I kept getting
보관 준비.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
which one is it? The Don Quixote with the
아이쿠.
the time one?
승객 무력 확인.
처리했습니다.
Every time I pulled, she just kept showing up, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, T-Corp Dawn. That was the one. I feel like I probably pulled 4 copies of her by now. Wild Hunt Heathcliff. See, I feel like illiteracy is very common. The idiosyncrasies of the source may be utilized with greater flexibility. The juxtapose of the ego gear from L Corp depending on the degree of attunement from the abnormality. The what? The nani? That's a lot of words. That's lantern use and the entire thing? That entire line is a skill? That's crazy. The PM team is really creative with their skill names. You know, I never thought about reading them until the Ham Ham Pow Pow Intervallo, and I'm like, wait, these names. Did you get manager from dispensary yet? Manager? Who? The only manager I know is Dante. Oh, Santa's just dying. Santa, no! Santa, no!
필요는 없겠군요.
Oh, Manager Dawn. No. I don't think so. She's limited? Dawn with the long hair? Santa, you're already dead. Why are you still speaking? Oh. Yikes. Santa's gut suddenly began to expand.
너희 전부 고막아라.
Who? Suddenly, a large figure leaped out of the dark and slammed what looked like a stake into Santa's gut.
이런 냄새는 처음 봤어.
정신이
쓰레기가 붙는 듯한 향이구려.
Some sinners dropped to the floor, while the others gagged profusely. Clearly, this is a rather painful experience for all.
유독성이 있는 가스는 아닌 것 같습니다. 단지 극한의 불쾌감을 불러일으키는 냄새가 날 뿐.
북쪽의 거인을 쓰러뜨렸지만 처리 방법도 모르는 걸 보니
Is he the hunter? He looks like a hunter. He's the hunter. He has to be.
처리 방법?
Wild Hunt Heath. Immensely strong ID from last season will stop being limited after the season change.
북쪽의 거인은 죽기 직전 몸에 가스를 가득 채운 후에 터뜨리면서 산성 폭발을 일으키어
I try not to FOMO in gacha games. Because once I FOMO, I start feeling bad. A monster hunter? Like from Monster Hunter Wilds? Monster Hunter Worlds?
구멍을 뚫어 가스를 빼내야 하는 거지.
Monster Hunter Rise?
연쇄 반응이라도 일으키면 뒤처리가 곤란해지거든.
Well, he knows his stuff. I've killed Santatas before in my lifetime. This is just an average day.
이 정도 승리는 당연한 일이죠.
Yeah, I feel FOMO when you play all the
하우스의
gacha
지식대로
games.
움직였으니까요.
That's true. I play so many now that I forget to log in. Sometimes it's better that I don't log into any of them.
이건 냄새 더럽게 안 빠지네. 저건 또 누구야?
Zep, what if I was Gitso? And scheduled to collab with Arc Knights. I heard my favorite gacha game, Arc Knights. My favorite gacha game that I haven't logged into for the past 2 days, even though it's the 6th anniversary. And we have a free summon every single day. On October, I believe. Oh, that's far away. Crayon, who'd been holding her breath with her fingers over her nostrils, ran up to the large man and hugged him. Domino
너라도 무사했구나.
from Cloud Town.
다행이야.
After stumbling for a moment, due to the stench most likely, Aldous briefly gasped for air before approaching Domino.
어이, 신원을 밝혀라.
푸른 마을의 괴물 사냥꾼 도미노요.
Vulpesfolia in Lapland? I couldn't get Vulpesfolia. I did get Lapland though. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with this event.
더 이상 마을이라 부를 수도 없겠군.
It's just me and Crayon left? Oh.
안심하시오.
You should come with us.
자네들을 해칠 생각은 추호도 없으니.
The more the merrier.
아까 꼬마가 말했던 그 사냥꾼인가?
You didn't get her either. It's okay. She's not limited. You'll get her eventually, right? Aldous relaxed upon Domino's confirmation. She leaned on a wall and looked to the floor in relief.
원래 이 시기에는 이놈들이 우리 마을로 오지 않고 북쪽의 다른 마을로 갔을 터. 그래서 돕기 위해 떠난 것이었다만.
Did he just say
이번엔
pizza?
방식을 바꿨던 모양이군.
No, he didn't. Why did I think pizza? I'm like, wait, that's a word that's totally not shouldn't relate to the story.
돌아와 보니 이미 마을은 습격당했지. 젠장! 크리스마스 전 준비 기간을 항상 맞추던 놈들이라 다른 괴물보다 피하기 쉬웠는데.
Someone calls pizza. We summon Pizza Man. I want pizza.
이런 일이 빈번한 것인가?
Now you want pizza? Me too.
도시는 몰라도
Domino's
외곽은
Pizza.
늘 이 모양이요. 지옥같이 괴물 천지인 이곳에서 사람이 살아간다는 것 자체가 기적일 테고.
I guess it's just a harsh world in general. In this entire universe of that Project Moon created. The city is scary, the outskirts are scary, the entire world is in flames. How do people live?
이런 선물 같지도
Dante
않은
of
것들을
Devil May
만드는
Cry?
것도 많은 건가요?
이곳과 비슷한
Dante
걸 본 적은
from The
없지만
Divine Comedy?
하나는 확실히 말할 수 있지. 외곽에서의 다른 일들에 비하면 그저 귀여운 수준에 지나지 않는다고.
Hello, Mr. Dr. Ender. Welcome in. Hello.
도시였다면
We just killed Santa.
지옥보다는 나은 삶을 살 수 있지
We
않았을까?
destroyed Christmas.
제법 생각하곤 하지.
There is no easy contemplation to answer. The outskirts must be a hellish place to live, if what he told me is anything to go by. But the city they admired so much isn't such a warm place itself. From what I've seen in my journey so far, at least.
그러다면 함께 도시로 가는 것은 어떤가? 우리는
I'm the Grinch who stole Christmas. Don Quixote stopped herself, realizing that every sinner was giving her a look of disapproval.
말은 고맙군. 하지만 그렇게 간단한 말 한마디로 이 아이라도 도시로 데려갈 수만 있다면 참 좋겠는데 말이지.
Yeah, Crayon's gonna get crushed
도시는
and
결코
eaten when she enters the city. It's like no different anywhere, right?
귀퉁이 하나도 내주지 않을 거야.
도시의 벽을 넘더라도 여러분들이 꿈꾸는 삶을 누리기까지 필요한 준비 서류와 절차만 해도 수십 가지일 것입니다.
서류라. 우리가 지금 와서 갖출 수 있는 서류가 어디 있기나 하겠나. 다른 마을의 청년들처럼 도시에서 일자리를 얻기 위해 공부를 해온 것도 아니고.
아저씨.
There was an uncomfortable silence. Domino cleared his throat and continued.
그래도 감사를 표하지. 덕분에 이 아이 하나라도 구할 수 있었어.
제일 좋은 감사 방법이 있긴 한데.
Maybe they should talk somewhere else, not in a stinky room.
짤랑 소리가 나는.
Rodion's eyes were twinkling. The lingering stench made it difficult for her to speak, but she was determined to make her point. Actually ordering pizza right now? Where's my pizza?
집에 모아놓은
You're gonna share, right? You can't finish a whole pizza by yourself.
외곽 열차길에서 수집해온 진귀한 것들이니 도시에서도 아마 흔히 볼 수 있는 건 아닐 거요.
외곽의
I'm
수집품이라면
stinky.
확실히
What if it's not
돈보다
me
더
you're
가치
smelling?
있는 구경이 될 수도 있겠네요.
What if it's you? Faust, there's still a decent chance that the door we entered through might just shut behind us, right?
그렇습니다. 지금도 열려 있을지 불확실하죠. 제일 중요한 목표였던 두 수감자를 회수했으니 신속히 돌아가는 걸 권하고 싶네요.
So she says.
관리자님, 제가 감히 의견을 내자면 대호수가 아니더라도 외곽은 외곽. 단지 호기심풀이를 하기 위해 있기는 너무 위험한 곳입니다.
급히 돌아가야만 하는
No, it's called
모양이군.
Domino's Pizza because he's making the pizza. He's not the pizza. The pizza is made by Domino's. So, forsooth, therefore, the name is Domino's Pizza. Domino tossed a carved wooden doll in my direction.
위험한 것은 아닌 모양입니다.
Grilled meat?
우선 퇴각이 급하니
This is my
자세한 것은
lunchtime.
가서 확인해 보죠.
You guys are making me hungry. Yeah, good idea. Some sinners had passed out and had to be carried out by others, or carried by others. Most could not stop gagging at the stench, but we still made our way back to the door.
아직 열려 있어.
Thanks for the head pat. We made it back to the safety of Mephistopheles. Sometime later.
구린 냄새, 가론 대피.
Oh god, she can smell me from here! Karen quickly made her escape to the decks. Do you think there's a shower in the bus? Virgilius greeted us in the cabins with a terrifying gaze.
다들 아주 대단한 모험을 하고 온 모양이군. 피와 살점을 뒤집어 쓰고 지독한 냄새까지 붙여온 모양새라.
It was a team bonding experience, Virgilius. We learned a lot about each other and of ourselves. Oh, this is...
관리자, 어차피 나는 네 목소리가 들리지도 않으니 끄덕거리든 목을 좌우로 젓든 내 말에 대답만 했으면 좋겠어. 물론 내가
You're sure that each of the
원하는
sinners' room has their own
방향이었겠지만
personal shower? That would make
묻고
sense.
싶은 건 단 한 가지다. 당신의 판단이었나?
I hesitated for a moment before nodding affirmatively. I might get reprimanded, or maybe he has worse things in mind for me, but it was I who decided to go along with their plan. This would not have happened without my authorization. I'm so hungry I can't read anymore.
그렇다면 지리는 끝입니다.
I just want food. Huh?
이 소라는 알아서 해결하고 휴식하도록 하시죠. 코가 썩어서 떨어질 것 같은.
Virgilius is a lot more lenient than I thought he would be. I thought he was going to like destroy something.
그럼
And with that, Virgilius disappeared into the back door once again. Hawaiian. Pineapple on pizza? Yum yum. Huh? That's unexpected. I thought my time had finally come.
잘된 건 아니겠는가? 면담이라는 건 맞지 않는 쪽이 항상 좋네. 그보다 모두 이것을 보게다.
One for all for one? Or did she say one and all? I don't know what she had the time to pick it up in all that chaos, but Don Quixote managed to haul a huge sack of gifts back to Mephistopheles.
그 난장판 속에서 또 뭘 집어온 거야? 그 못된 놈들이 전선으로 꾸며놓았던 장식들 말이오. 죄다
Heathcliff with a Shinji pose.
그 집념 대단하다. 대단해.
What's all that for? It's Christmas! In the spring. Christmas! Christmas decorations!
벌써요? 아직 크리스마스는 3개월은 넘게 남았는데.
Get in the robot, Heathcliff.
괜히 누군가의 상처를 들쑤셔서 사기를 꺾는 행위는.
My favorite is when she says volleyball, but the time has already passed. We're never gonna hear that ever again.
아, 괜찮아요. 괜찮아지고 있어요. 조금.
다들 성장하는 법이니까요.
훌륭하오. 그런 의미에서 오늘은 우리 모두 미리미리 파리를 즐겨보는 것이 어떤가?
그런 걸 하려고
What was
거기까지
that?
간 건 아니겠죠?
단테의 설명대로라면 이 소란의 핵심은 히스클리프 씨의 의복을 얻기 위한 것으로 파악됩니다만
Heathcliff has been silently brooding in his seat with his face buried in his palms, out of shame, most likely.
그것도 맞지만 찾으려 했던 복장이 그 괴물 거인에게 있었으니 사이즈도 안 맞을 것 같고.
됐어. 어차피
Did they just strip
내가
Santa?
생각했던 종류의 옷은 아니었다고.
Did they strip him?
히스.
Silly
그러니까
gacha
육지에
company
가면 우리가 다
exploitation game?
골라주고 해준다니까.
Exactly what this is.
옷도 옷인데 그 뭐냐?
지나쳐온 헤어 쿠폰을 발행한 항구선을 말하는 것인가?
The hair salon, the hair coupons. No way we're going back there.
경로가 달라. 그건 사용할 수 있는 조건이 갖춰질 수 없었다.
머리는 제가 만져드릴게요. 누나나 동생들 머리를 해준 적이 많거든요.
It was all for naught.
여기에 얼마나 더 떠 있을 줄 알고. 그리고 난 애초에 뭐가 좋고 나쁜지도
And he
모른단
can never
말이야.
get married ever again. He's freaking
일단
dead.
시행착오를 겪고
We killed him.
틀렸을 때
We destroyed
조금이라도
Christmas.
나은 방법을 찾아보려 했지.
애초에 대체 뭘 받은 건데 이렇게 불안해하는 거야?
될 대로 되라지.
We didn't just steal Christmas, we killed the very thing that made up Christmas. After a deep, heavy sigh, Heathcliff produced. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Dixon. A letter?
그 전달받은 물건이라는 게 이거야?
아, 이 편지 봉투 저희도 썼던 적이 있어요. 굉장히 고급스러운 종이로 만드는 유통도 얼마 안 되는 종류였는데.
Extra pineapple topping for my 5-cheese pizza? That sounds like a really good pizza. Just to make your point that pineapple is and does belong on pizza.
읽어봐도 되는 거야?
Luxurious paper.
그래, 뭐 대단한 것이 있는 것도.
Is it from Kathy?
그럼
From Catherine?
단테가 읽자. 대표니까.
Isn't it Heathcliff? Shouldn't Heathcliff be reading their letter, not Dante? It's not meant for him, right? Rhodia handed me the letter. It was written in a beautiful series of cursive writing, drawn to an almost calligraphic perfection. I began reading. From Wuthering Heights. Wuthering Heights! Thank you for the follow, Florence. Hello, Linquished. Happy noon. It's lunchtime. Face the fear, build the future. Is that a motto for something? Thank you for the head pat, Moogie. Okay, we cordially extend you, honored guest, an invitation to the blank. What's this here? Somebody colored over this part of the letter. Well, I'll keep reading. Venue? Wuthering Heights, T Corp Nest. Good night, Blobby. Have a good rest. It is probably late for you. Should you accept our invitation, please convene at the designated location by 4 in the afternoon on the 24th, with this letter in your person. Face the sin, save the ego. Sounds oddly familiar. Sounds oddly Limbus Company-esque. Please honor this occasion with your presence. With great respect. Catherine? Nellie? Who? Fear that the future face build. No! Stop this. Oh, and down here is the postscript. It's written in a different handwriting from the rest of the letter. Yes. You have to be here, Heath. I'll be waiting. From Kathy. Oh, there she is. We had no way to tell what kind of occasion it was on account of it being colored over. But... the syrup? Raise the egg? Save the syrup? Clearly, the rest of the letter's contents has stoked the fire of passion in Heathcliff's heart once again.
그러니까
Your laugh is really nice. What is my laugh like?
캐시라는 사람한테 잘 보여야 하니까
Thank you, Yusha.
꽃단장을 해야 한다 그거지?
그것도 없지는 않은데 그거 말고
I think Heathcliff already looks pretty classy.
조용. 기다리기 힘들어하는 이유는 확실히 알아들었어.
Heath?
히스?
Oh no, I hear the door. Give me 1 second. Okay, I am back. Not with those wrinkly clothes, he ain't. Just iron it out, and it'll be perfectly fine. He's got a tie on, he's got a white dress shirt on. He's got, I don't know what that is, a harness of some sort? He's British after all. Are you saying all British people are classy looking?
뭐야? 왜 그딴 눈가를 하고 다가오는 거야? 야!
공루 선생, 헤어스타일링은 맡길게요.
Ironing clothes, what's that? Okay, master hairdresser Honglu. Like, this guy has to know how to take care of hair, right? Because this guy got hair for days.
선생이라고 불릴 정도는 아니지만요.
야 잠깐! 어디로 끌고 가는 거야? 아이, 뭔 힘이? 예.
로자 씨 손님이 꽤 세시더라고요. 빠져나오긴 힘들걸요.
The two sinners, practically hauling Heathcliff by his arms, disappeared into the back door. Now, Heathcliff's fate was sealed. To be a mannequin to a now motivated and unbearably bored Rhodia's various experimentations.
이 장식을 여기에 걸어놓으면
You don't think they even have iron? What if they were to steam it with water? Shove it into Ishmael's room. Roast their clothes over an open fire. Why is it that I can totally imagine that? Don Quixote began humming a song, a carol, perhaps, as she placed the various trinkets around the bus. I decided to go out to the deck for some air. He's gonna need that air. I leaned on the railing and dug through my pockets. Cook in applewood? Like smoke it? It sounds good. The wooden doll domino the hunter gave me, just as we hurriedly left. I held it and I felt its texture under my fingers. My eyes looked into the distance, toward where the outskirts lie. I thought for a moment about the gnomes, the giant, and the things Domino told me. I suppose there are people with stories in the outskirts, too. Here I am? Here am I? Hello, welcome in, Avronian. Stories different from those of the city. Faust approached me from behind and stood next to me. I wasn't sure how much of what I said she heard.
별을 하나씩 따라가다 보면 언젠가 알게 될 겁니다, 단테. 그러니 우선은 지금 눈앞에 있는 별을 쫓으면 되겠죠.
I have to focus on the stories of the city for now. I don't even know who I really am, after all. Scared the crap out of me. Joyous laughter and frustrated howls echoed out of the cabins. They must have finished dressing up Heathcliff. Can't be that bad, right? Why don't we take a look at how Heathcliff is doing, Faust?
거절하기 어려운 제안이네요.
The added color to the bus's interior warmed my heart a little. We still have this ominous music going on in the background. Get in the robot! Get in the robot, Heathcliff! We don't get to see it. No, what's the point? I want to see what Heathcliff looked like. I'm so tempted. I know you guys have to sleep. Okay, we're gonna we'll be back next week. And that was what was it? Back to the Bus, Mini 3. That wasn't Intervallo 3. Yield my flesh to claim their bones. Did we do this one? We did. Will you enter back to the bus? Did we just do this one? Convert 1 right now. Yeah, limb blue balled. Okay, I know it's late for some of you guys, so I don't want to keep you here. Okay, and I have to eat lunch. Not pizza, because some of you guys won't share your pineapple 5 cheeses pizza. Shame. Thank you for the follow, Lazarus. Okie dokie. Well, let's go here. Why am I short? There we go. Hi! The second Intervallo. That was the second one? Did we... I guess next week I'll have to look at it. It's the chicken man, bruh! Thank you for the follow. It's cause I am short. Okay, is Don Quixote short? Is she? Don is not short, right? Don's like... She's not 150. They've messed up her height. She's like 160, right? So that's like the same as me. Okay. Well, goodbye. Goodbye. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Tomorrow, I actually might change tomorrow's schedule. I know I want to play Go-Go Town, but I might just stick to that on another day. I've been talking about Terraria all day yesterday while playing Stardew Valley, and I'm like, what if I play Terraria tomorrow instead of Go-Go Town? So I might just do that. I might just do a little bit of exploration in Terraria. I want to see what that's about. There's a lot of things I don't know in Terraria. So there's going to be like a big no backseating rule. I know there's a lot of veterans here. I see you guys. I might ask questions and you can answer them, but try not to spoil the fun. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye, bye bye. Thank you for joining me today. Limbus Company has good stories, has good characters, fun game. Bye bye. You're so late, Granny? Me? Go to bed, kids.